We'll set the stage for the Saints and Tigers next on the USF Sports TV network. Go along to Ruffin. It's in the air. On a dime to Ruffin.
.36 yards, 3 combined touchdowns, and we're on record watch today. The skill position off in just a few minutes.
Has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Build character for life at championsofcharacter.org.
It is a beautiful day out here at Joliet Memorial Stadium. Nick Jacobs and Lee Turnbow as we prepare. The captains are at midfield with the corn toss, and we have ourselves a very interesting game here, Coach, because with the way the schedule sets up, you said it during the pregame interview, it's essentially win and your season's over.
Yeah, but you knew that going in. And as a coach, you take a look at it before you start playing football games. You divide your season into 4 aspects, 4 quarters, so to speak. Your preseason, what you do, weightlifting, putting your schemes in, your non-conference schedule, your conference schedule, and then the postseason. So by having playing the hard non-conference schedule that St. Francis has, now you move into the conference schedule. So this week and the following 2 weeks determine what the conference and whether or not you're going to go to the playoffs.
He also mentioned during the pregame that we're on record watch today, more specifically on the outside of things. On the perimeter, Lexus Jackson just 27 yards shy of becoming the Saints' all-time receiving yards leader. Does that shock you or not?
It does, and the reason it shocks me is because you take a look at the offenses in years past, especially when they had E.J. White, quarterback, a guy who threw for almost 11,000 yards in his career here. You'd figure that somewhere down that time playing sphere that he'd have 1 or 2 receivers over a couple thousand yards, but he doesn't. So right now we've got that. We've got the other guy,
Brendan Ruffin.
Yep. 2 more touchdowns. He sets that record for most touchdown receptions in a career. So, you know, we'll keep a sidetrack on that.
And what's funny about that, too, is Lexus Jackson is only 1 touchdown behind Brandon Ruffin. So if he scores 3 touchdowns, he can have that record all by himself today as well. So we'll keep our eyes on some of the history, some of the record book things that could be going on today. But more importantly, this team against this team we're playing, Olivet Nazarene. And it seems like we have our national anthem coming up here in just a second, so we will stand and respect that in just a moment. We'll talk about the Tigers and the players that we can expect to be calling their names out quite a bit. But right now, the national anthem here at Joliet Memorial Stadium. South Hall, both those guys played together on Twitter in the days leading up to today.
Said is, hey, it's a good day to be a
know, it should be a fun one. Not only of those, the St. Francis Saints are 17 on 119 carries so far this year, 573 yards, only 3 touchdowns, though. He did earn an Offensive Player of the Week back in September in the MSFA. And their quarterback is just a sophomore, Jordan Lawton, 5'11", 170. Not a big kid, just a sophomore out of California, but he's efficient. 60% through the air, almost 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns to just 6 interceptions. Those are the 2 guys that we're going to hear from a lot for Olivet Nazarene. 76 degrees, a south wind about 15 miles an hour, and you can see it in effect there as that kickoff hits the bottom of the goalpost, and we are underway here in Joliet. A lot of other games to keep our eyes on, too, across the MSFA, especially in the Midwest League. We're all rooting for St. Ambrose today as they take on St. Xavier on the south side of Chicago. That'll go a long way in determining a conference championship. And that's why it's so important these last 4 games, Coach. If St. Francis can win today and their next 3 all against conference opponents, you're going to the playoffs.
Well, to quote Coach Curry, all we want to do is go 1-0 this week. He's not even looking about the next couple weeks, but all we want to do is go 1-0.
All right, here we go. We're going to start things off with Olivet football, and it'll be Lawton in the backfield with Anderson on his right hip. They're going to spread him out with 4 receivers, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. We're underway. Quick screen to start things off, but here comes that St. Francis defense. They break 1 tackle. 4-yard lines. The loss.
It does, but you know.
He does pick up the first down on the gain of 3. Malik Thurman coming up making the stop.
When the Tigers want to go tempo, they come out with no tight ends, just a 5 offensive linemen, a single running back, and 3 wide receivers. That's their basic offensive set.
And change personnel here. We'll bring in Jake Klingel-Smith, one of the tailbacks. He's just a sophomore out of Michigan. He'll be part of the split back set with Lawton in the shotgun, 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Some defensive adjustments on that front line for St. Francis. Big Dave Charnot, 6'2", 270, just a freshman at nose tackle for USF. 3 down linemen. Motion out. They're going to screen it out to the running back. Into the flat. And here comes the rest of the crew to stop him at about the 40-yard line. A pickup of 2. Again, the quick screen passes. It's usually a good way to start a ball game like that. Get your offense in rhythm.
And I'm taking a look at the sidelines for Olivet, and they've got 3 guys over there in lime green hats giving hand signals to the quarterback. 2 of the guys are offensive linemen with 70 numbers, and 1 guy is a backup quarterback in 13. So if I'm the quarterback, if I'm scouting this game, which guy am I going to look at? I'm going to look at the quarterback because I don't think the offensive linemen know signals. I think they're just doing gyrations over there.
Anderson back in the game at tailback. He'll get the handoff looking between the tackles.
Tackle.
It was just a gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Jarrell Williams does a nice job of supporting that run from the outside in. Limited to a short gain.
The defensive lineup for St. Francis. Lomi on the left side. Charnot in the middle. It looks like Luke Mander on the other side. 3-3 set for St. Francis. Defensive end stand up. Here comes the rush. Blitz is on. Lawton throwing. Going one-on-one for game, and a heck of a catch up to the 25-yard line. A beautiful catch by number 19, Ryan Stoves, the sophomore out of Alabama.
That was a pretty catch, but even a better pass. He put it in the only spot that his guy could make that catch over his shoulder.
The big first down up to the 25-yard line.
You see it right here on the replay. Look at this pass going into the wind, and look at this catch right over his shoulder.
Not bad coverage, just a really good throw. Gaiman split out wide to the right. Pistol formation, man in motion. It's Holt to the left. Fakes hit, but he evades the tackle and evades another one. He got to make that play as Lawton takes it up to the 15-yard line, a yard shy of the first down.
You never want to tell your defense this, but it's almost like they're almost too hyped up to play this game.
Yeah, overshot
they're flying around. Zlomi could have had a chance to make that play 4 yards in the backfield, just overran, didn't break down to make that tackle.
It's the 3rd time this drive they've had him in the backfield. There's Jordan Lawton, the sophomore quarterback. Seeing the mobility there on the last play, but like I was saying, there's 3 times already this drive where they've made contact behind the line but couldn't secure the tackle. Motion to the left side for the tight end. Lawton hands off to Anderson between the tackles. Again, he breaks through, but he's tripped up inside the 10. That's a first down. It's 1st and goal for Olivet Nazarene. Don't want to give up an early touchdown here for your Saints. Like we mentioned, the importance of this game we will continue to state as you see Eric Anderson, big tailback, 6'1", a senior out of St. Charles East. approaching 600 yards now on the season. Just 3 touchdowns. Gonna spread it out now. 5 wide receivers. Big guy Dakota McManus wide left at 6'3". 1-on-1. Safeties are up. It's an option play. Lawn's going to keep it inside the 5. He's stuck spinning, and he would be about a yard shy of the touchdown. It's going to be 2nd down and goal from the 1. They're picking up yards. Oh, Lawton not getting up very quickly here.
They ran jet sweep action from right to left and just a flash fake. I don't know, that looks like it might be a Charlie horse or a lower body. He's going to come out for a play.
and guess who's going to come into the game? Number 2, Mason Southall, Alex Zlome's old best friend from high school. And we're going to see if Zlome can get to him in the backfield. He's going to be a little psyched up now, I think, with his old buddy there playing quarterback. Pistol formation, Anderson behind him. It's a big formation. Man in motion is game into the left.
Ball, we got it, we got it!
St. Francis has it on his horse, and streaking down is Josh Woodard to the 50. I don't think anyone's going to catch him. He's got some help from Lemon if he needs it, but he doesn't. 10-5 touchdown. A flag comes in at the end, but Josh Woodard takes it 98 yards on the fumble recovery for a touchdown. We'll check out the flag.
The flag was thrown on our side at the 45-yard line. And the play went to the left hash, so I don't know if that was a sideline warning against Olivet.
There's a flag on the Olivet side, too. I saw one here on the St. Francis side and one on the Olivet side. So touchdown now, but we'll have to check out the flags. That's a good way to start, the defense.
Worst case scenario is going to be St. Francis ball anyway.
There you hear it. St. Francis gets the score. I didn't hear the penalty, though. Did you catch any of that?
It sounded like the penalties were going to go against the Tigers there.
Okay. Well, Josh,
watching the replay, it almost looks like this snap was surprised.
It's a bad snap.
It was a low snap.
Yeah.
He could snap for the Bears. And look at it. Just pick it up on one bounce.
Yeah, right place, right.
What is that, 97 yards? 93 yards?
98 from the 2-yard line. I guess he picked it up around the 5. You're absolutely right. St. Francis, a gift from Olivet Nazarene that ends up as a score. It's going to be 7-0 coming up with his extra point. Are they going to go for 2? They sure are. Putting Zlome in motion. Zlome's wide open, and he's going to get the 2-point conversion. Look at that. Alex Zlome with the reception for 2. It's 8-0. St. Francis on top thanks to a headsy play by Josh Woodard, the senior safety, making the touchdown.
And that's coaching. That's a swinging gate. They set up your line all the way over to the left outside the hash. You got your snapper, your holder, your kicker, and you got one guy on the right side. This is something we haven't shown the whole year. Look how wide open he is in the right corner of the end zone. Olivet was not ready for that because why? St. Francis hasn't shown it the whole year.
What are you looking for? If you're running that play, you set it up, there's got to be some kind of key that the defense shows you to make sure.
Well, you're counting. Okay, so it's a hot call, so you're counting. So now if the holder sees, hey, I got this guy over here, this guy's not outside the box, it's on. If they cover it, he says shift, everybody shifts back over, just kick the regular point. That's like a fake punt. Most fake punts have an option of a fake punt. So if you see this look, we're going to call it. Okay? So that's all it is. You just count, see if this guy's over here, fine. If they got it covered, fine. If you got him outflanked, we're calling it.
Officially a 92-yard return by Woodard. A second-team all-conference player last year at safety. Big hitter's got a knack for the football. Number 11 does. There's Aaron Ellis, starting quarterback here today. That was the 3rd stringer at the start of the season.
And we talked about this in the pregame, didn't we, Nick? We talked about the turnover rate. Yep. Look at this.
Another one.
Another one.
Yeah, +2.
You know, we talked about the last 3 weeks. They got 3 turnovers each week, but they actually have 4 games this year where they've got 3+ turnovers.
Unbelievable. The kickoff from Luke Nelson will sky to about 3 yards deep of the end zone with, again, the aid of that 15-mile-an-hour wind. Olivet Nazarene will start again from their 20-yard line.
Well, just on the adjustment from the sideline after that first series, you're going to have to do something to shore up your run defense because, again, Olivet on that first drive were gashing us, especially between the tackle box of running the ball, running the ball, running the ball.
I can't help but think of every play like that happens, those big turnovers, especially that go for touchdowns, and how they're season-saving plays just because of the importance of this game today and the next 3 after this and how important they are to determine your playoff fate. It's plays like that win you football games, and if you win this game, well, you're staying alive for that playoff hunt. So a big play by Josh Woodard. And looks like at 8 or 2. Gaiman, 35 catches, 552 yards, 7 touchdowns coming into the game today. It is 2nd down and 3 after the 7-yard pass play. Gaiman will motion out to the wide left. Picked up in the man-to-man by Stovall. Again, now motion to the right. And it's Stoves. The handoff between the tackles takes it up to the 35. That should be enough for a Tiger first down. The running back on that play, Kevin Harris, a freshman out of South Holland, Illinois. Carry number 35. He's got 3 touchdowns. They like to switch up their running back by committee.
Well, keep them fresh. You like it, right? This part of the season, you're playing with the club, you're playing with the cast. You don't care. You just want to go out there and play.
Luke Mander, the nose tackle with the big club on the right hand. Lawton again in the pistol formations. Motion, but they hand off. It looks like
nice
Anderson
tackle.
Back in the game, and they'll be stopped right at the point of attack. He'll fall forward for 2. 2nd down and 8, up to the 38-yard line for Olivet Nazarene. 8:55 remaining for the folks listening on WCSF. Hit College Radio Day a week or 2 ago. Shout out to all the college radio stations. And put 2 running backs back there this time. 2 wide receivers off left, 1 to the right. Their leading receiver, Gaiman, he's the guy to the right with the long hair. It really is kind of funny watching the hand signals, isn't it? Top of the screen there. Quick screen to the left side. Again, breaking tackles up to the 44-yard line. He'll be just shy. Clock will continue to run, but it'll be 3rd down and 1 now. That was 19 again, Ryan Stoves.
And that's a read play for Olivet. And what I mean by that, most defenses, if you get 2nd medium, 2nd and long, you're going to defend 2 ways. You're going to defend by the offensive formation or else by down and distance. That time, St. Francis just defended by offensive formation.
Corners tight, safety's up. And they're going to look to the sideline for a new play. Running back is Klingel-Smith this time. They've played 3 running backs so far, Olivet has. Pistol formation, 2 wide outs on each side. They will run it to Klingel-Smith, and he'll fall forward and pick up a first down, a gain of 3. Move the chains.
Olivet has got 6 guys on their sidelines, 3 with lime green hats, 3 with red hats, all signaling plays. So there's no way that you would be able to discern who is actually the live person. Now, see, we've got 3 guys over here in green hats, all right? And then just to their left, there's 3 guys with red hats.
You see, yeah, right next to the yard marker there. Another screen pass. This one's caught.
Nice play.
Yeah, nicely done that time by Jarrell Williams to sniff it out and force him out of bounds. That one caught by Noah Marshall, the 6'3" sophomore from Fenton, Michigan. Did you notice a trend here? A lot of young guys for Olivet Nazarene. Freshmen and sophomores.
We just saw the green hats.
Oh, there they are.
Now here's the red hats.
How you doing, guys?
Look at the offensive line.
It's good.
See, okay. I don't know what that's 3 wide. Okay, 1 to the side. I got that. Let's see. All right. See, 3 wide receivers.
Yep,
and
3 by 1.
So he got that one down.
Okay, we're figuring it out as we go. Here is the pass. Gaiman has it. And again, it's yards after catch. He'll pick up a first down. And it'll be about an 8-yard pickup up to the 42-yard line.
Too much cushion.
A lot.
It is a timing passing offense for the Tigers of Olivet. They sit there. They want to get the ball to the quarterbacks. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. That ball is gone. Even though you get a little pressure. And look at this. We're going to miss a tackle right there. You're going to take it to the sideline. It's good enough for the first down.
42-yard line for Olivet Nazarene. They're going to pick up 200 yards in these real quick. They're moving the ball very, very well. They were St. Francis, a benefactor of a turnover at the 2-yard line. The very first possession. We're just in the 2nd possession of the game. 6:12 remaining. Miscommunication. Lawn's going to have to carry it himself, and he still picks up a yard or 2.
They're going to run a stretch play to the left side. Running back did not hit the hole like he's supposed to. Thought the ball was going to go more to the middle. Olivet started out like gates of fire.
Yeah.
They run their first 3 games of the year, and then they've lost 3 out of the last 4.
Huh. I guess this is a problem with the clocks right now, and they're actually going to turn them off and keep time on the field. So the back judge becomes the important guy now. He'll be keeping the play clock, the official behind the defense. Interesting. I think the 2 clocks were not in synchronization, so they have to turn them off. Here we go. Lawton in the pistol again. He's going to run the option. Pitches to the fullback inside. Nice play, and it's close to a first down. The ball carrier on that play, number 45, it appeared. Stephen Iruti, the junior running back out of Eureka, Missouri.
Because you run that speed option, watch. If you can get a seal right there at the tackle, look at this. Inside, there's nobody there because the linebackers in the middle have flown outside for the pitch and the quarterback, and there's nobody in the middle. So if you get that sealed on the defensive line, you got a big gainer.
It's the 4th, or make it the 5th guy to carry the football so far for Olivet in just 2 drives. The snap, straight carry, handoff right up the middle. Another first down and a pickup of 4 yards up to the 30-yard line.
Mason DeLong does a nice job just hanging on, or else that could have went all the way to the house.
Yeah.
Watching number 47 right there. He hit that hole very hard. And look at that, just around the ankles.
Klingel Smith, the first down for Olivet Nazarene. 5 minutes to play, first half. It's Saints by 8, thanks to a fumble return for a touchdown by Josh Woodard for 92 yards. Gaiman in motion. Running play to Anderson, looking for the edge, stiff arms, and he is forced out of bounds, but another pickup of 5 yards. They're picking them up in chunks.
Roger Thigpen does a nice job coming from his linebacker spot, but he took a little bit of a flat angle. If he takes more of a side angle, he makes that play for a loss of yards or maybe 1 or 2 yards. And watch, he diagonals the play well. Watch 32 at the top screen. See if he just goes to the outside shoulder, he's able to make that tackle for a 1 or 2 yard gain.
Lawton again the pistol. And we're going to have an offside penalty here. Free play for Olivet. They're going to launch it to the end zone, going to their guy Gaiman, and it is caught. Was he in bounds? He was. Touchdown. Heck of a throw again by Lawton. Gaiman picks up another touchdown. That's touchdown number 8 for Rashawn, just a junior out of Cape Coral, Florida.
And you see it right there from the left defensive end spot. Boy, he throws a pretty ball.
Yeah, it was,
doesn't
man.
he?
Yeah, the 2 times he's gone downfield, they've been right on the money. Extra point coming up. Or will they go for 2 here? What do you think? Looks like they're going to go for it.
The card tells you to go for 1 early in the game, but they look like they're going for 2.
Yes, they are. Same formation. Anderson, the tailback, couple tight ends. Dakota McManus, the big tight end on the right side. Man in motion. Play action, throwing, and they found Gaiman. It's good. 2-point conversion right back to old number 9. It's tied 8-8 here in Joliet Memorial Stadium. And begging for an offensive pass interference was Jarrell Williams. He's not going to get that.
This little flood route, they had a guy underneath, guy to the outside. Well, we know after these first 2 series who the go-to wide receiver is, don't we? I mean, that's pretty much, we're going to throw the ball to Gaiman all day.
Yeah, coming into it, he's got 35 catches. The next one behind him is Stoves with 22, so he's their go-to guy. And so far, him and the quarterback Lawton are right on the same page. Long sustained drive, 12 plays, 75 yards, 6 minutes of game time. 8 up by that drive.
We have not seen our offense yet here in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's the first time. You're absolutely right.
Let's see if
well, we might not still. Let's not forget who we got returning kicks back there, Alexis Jackson.
We'll see if they got the game clock and the play clock in sync yet.
Well, they both say 25 now. We'll see if they got that figured out. Jarrell Williams and Alexis Jackson ready to return. Josh Anderson, the kicker, the junior out of San Juan Capistrano, California. A lot of explosiveness on that St. Francis offense. And, well, again, we're keeping our tabs on the record books here. 27 yards is all that is needed for Lexus Jackson to become the all-time leading receiver in yards. As the wind just knocking this one down. It'll be Lexus from the 26 looking for a hole as he goes to the outside. He'll be escorted politely out of bounds at about the 43. As we're mentioning, he needs 27 yards to be the all-time receiving yards leader. Ruffin needs 2 touchdowns to become the all-time career touchdown leader. And that will be our trivia question coming up in just a little bit surrounding that. Should get to that early before we waste the surprise. We'll get the trivia question right after this play if we can have some time.
Early trivia, I like it.
Yeah, we'll get it out of the way because we're going to be talking about it as we go. Aaron Ellis, the junior quarterback out of Valparaiso, Indiana. He's in and running the pistol. 2 receivers, 1 on each side. 3-step drop and trying to check it down, but he threw it at the feet of the intended receiver, the tight end, Rajon Williams, who's had a nice season so far. 10 catches, 113 yards, and 2 touchdowns. All right, here's your trivia question. And it revolves around our records today. Last week, Lexus moved into 2nd place with 1,928 receiving yards. He needs 27 more to break the record. Who holds the current record? Great question. We'll get the answer coming up in just a little bit. 2nd down after the incomplete pass from Ellis. 3 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. And they will run it to Jordan Smith. Took about 3 Tigers to drag him down at the 45-yard line, a pickup of 3.
He's St. Francis in a 3rd and 7 situation. I just like the way Smith runs. He always runs with the forward tilt, forward lean. You always get charged after the contact.
82 carries, 351 yards, a couple scores for Jordan. Number 26, a junior out of DeWitt, Michigan, Lansing Catholic High School. 3 wides right, 1 to the left. John Pietrzak to the left. The safeties are back. Here's Ellis to throw, firing. Another short route, and that one goes incomplete. Looking for Jordan Smith. That would have been his first catch of the season if he would have came up with it, but the Saints offense, as explosive as it is, will go 3 and out on the first possession.
The last 2 passes that Ellis has thrown, the balls kind of look funny coming out of his hands, especially on the checkdowns.
Luke Nelson, the big right leg of his, he's been booming punts for a couple of years here at St. Francis. He will have the aid of the wind, so just put this one high up in the air. Let the wind do its job. Good snap. A kick is on the way. High, end over end kick. Let's see if we can get a backward bounce. Nope. Ooh, it was about a yard into the end zone anyway. I don't think he'd be happy with that.
Oh, now we're going to get a flag.
Oh, really?
A late flag.
Oh. We also have a Saint down at the 10-yard line.
I think that's going to go against Olivet because our guy just got plastered as the ball was in the end zone.
I don't know who this guy is, but he's going to give the football back. Get off your phone. This is a football game, sir. Thank you.
Let's see what the referee says here. But that ball was all the way in the end zone, and then the flag came out.
Oh, and Jake Radick will be helped off the field, and he's not putting any weight on any of those legs. I don't know if we have a shot of that. Probably not. We're probably watching the football, but look at them. They're not taking any weight on
Let's
that.
See. Now see, it happens on the right screen. Watch this. Watch this.
Oh, it was on the kicking team. It was on St. Francis.
For what?
Yeah, I mean, it had to be away from that play because we didn't see anything.
No, that's
there.
where the flag was thrown. I think the referee got that wrong.
Yeah, it's got to be on Olivet, right?
Point to the wrong side because we didn't do anything.
I think Coach Curry down there looking at him. There's Jake. Now that's not a good sign. He must have got something twisted up underneath. It wasn't the hit. There wasn't the high hit that hurt him. It looks like he got
maybe
folded
his
up.
legs were playing on the ground.
Yeah.
But that doesn't go against St. Francis because there's
I think that's what they're correcting right now.
Yeah.
It has to be. The officials are huddling as we see Jake being helped up onto the trainer's table.
I don't like the sidebar. You know, like the lawyers. I don't like the sidebar. All right, it's against Olivet.
How about we get the answer to our trivia question as we wait for the injury? Oh, never mind. Yep, there you go. Get it right. Well, there's our answer. Jason Fiske owns that record. You got the record book open in front of you. How many yards?
Mr. Fiske had, let's see, most yards, 1,954 yards in 2005, 2006, took a year off, 2008, 2009.
Pretty good season. And just like we said, 27 more yards for Lexus, and he will overtake Jason for the all-time leader in receiving yards. He did it with several different quarterbacks, too, because Lexus has been around a while. He went to COD back in 2012. Took a year off before coming back. Remains here in the first quarter. We have an 8. Son Wanton threw it at the feet of Ryan Stoves, and that'll.
Tigers back inside their own 20, so St. Francis should have the ball around at least midfield.
Under his belt, this play you guys got to see in the rain. 50-yard line here.
Rugby's missed it
right now.
I'm just saying.
Doing pretty well. Lexus slot out for the records today. Jordan Smith, the tailback on the left hip of Ellis. No drop, fires the slant, and Lexus is hit hard. There's got to be something, right? I mean, he didn't have a chance to catch that football. They're going to say he was hit as the ball arrived, apparently.
And even if he would have caught it, been only for a 2 or 3 yard gain. Watch this, a stop slant route. Oh, there's interference right there.
Right? All right, if that's the way they're going to call it, we may get some interesting plays here today. Peterzak and Velo to the wide right, Ruffin left. Smith, the tailback. Ellis takes the snap, turns and gives to Jordan. They penetrated that defensive line or offensive line, I should say, pretty easily. Jordan Smith, not a lot of room to run. Third down.
Well, that play was designed to go over right side, and look at the right defensive end here. He'll come in.
Fourth down.
Well, that tells you right now, if you ran that play on third down, that this was going to be a 4-down series. And let's see if they keep the offense on the field here.
Yep, they're not even thinking about it. It's going to be fourth down, but they're going to go. Two-by-two set here for Aaron Ellis and company in the pistol. Look for Brandon Ruffin here. Lexus Jackson, and it goes for 36. He needed 27, and again, he's the all-time leader in receiving yards in Saints history. Congratulations.
Ellis put that ball on the money. They
right
ran
on the money.
And he ran skinny post inside the hash mark.
On fourth down.
Watch this route. He just comes right down the hash, and look at this ball.
Beauty.
Look at right there, boom.
You gotta use the wind at your back while you have it.
You can't have a linebacker covering him for that long.
Grayson Barnett's extra point is up and good. It is 15-8. The Saints on top with 69 seconds. Now Lexus Jackson breaking Jason Fiskey's record to become the all-time receiving yards leader. Congratulations.
You know, it's funny. I didn't have 8 and 5 in my numbers this week.
No.
St. Francis game, so that
yeah,
totally
in your grid, in your pool.
Totally blows my board.
Long way to go, though. Don't worry about it. 15-8. You don't see that score too often. The drive, I should say, goes 4 plays, 36 yards. Took a $115. In danger of going 3 and out again until that play. This has been a strange game, a strange quarter so far. Honestly, I think Olivet's outplaying them, especially offensively.
Well, you
but
think,
two big plays.
Seriously, outside the fumble down there in the goal line,
yep.
then really Olivet should be what? Up by a touchdown, down by a touchdown.
Yeah, tough luck for Olivet Nazarene. They're playing pretty good offensively. Just one fumble. 1,964 total yards so far for Lexus to take over the record books.
Compliments of Mr. Laquetta.
I don't even know what that little scribble is.
That's yards.
Oh, that's YDS? Is that what that says?
Well, I've known the man since 1986, so I'm pretty sure
you can read that chicken scratch he handed to me? They don't have a penmanship class, apparently. Stoves and Gaiman back into the end zone, ready to return, but they won't have a chance because Luke Nelson's going to put this behind the end zone. See if he can kick a field goal as that wind picks up. You hear in the crowd mic. I don't know. It's got a chance here, man. Holy smokes.
We talked about this last week. You laugh, but we talked about this last week. I think they should put a rule in, because everybody kicks it in or out of the end zone, right? If you can kick it off and put it through the goalpost, you get a point.
I love it. Give him a point.
You get
Absolutely.
A point. You still get the ball at 25, but you get a point.
I like it. Hey, I'm in. Anything that promotes scoring, I'm in. You don't have a chance to defend it, though, you know?
Well, put the guy underneath the crossbar.
He didn't swat it away. That's where Jean Pietrzak comes in. You actually scout, you know, your school just for the tallest guy to play that one position.
Bring the center from the basketball team. That's all he's got to do. You can still shoot. You can still hoop on Saturday night.
25-yard line. Here we go. Lawton stepping up, some pressure, firing on the run again, and lobs it, and it's complete.
Ball!
Do they say complete and fumble or incomplete? That is going to be the call on the field. They're going to say incomplete pass.
But why did it take them so long to wave it off incomplete? As soon as that ball goes on the ground, watch.
As Reed Holt, the receiver.
Let's see if he makes a football move. Catch the ball. 1, 2. I don't know.
Well, I'm good either way on that, to be honest. That judgment call, it could have gone either way. They called it incomplete.
My point is, you don't see who's got the ball. You wave it off and then discern who has the football.
2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. 3 wide outs to the right. In motion, slot guy goes wide right. They're going to run the option left. The perfect pitch, and close to a first down on the carry. Eric Anderson, their leading tailback.
They spread you out. They speed option it to the outside.
A lot of options, don't they?
They do. You want to spread that defense out, and then they'll hit you up the middle with a quick hitter.
Very creative playbook for the second-year head coach, Eric Heyman. 2-by-1 formation again here for Olivet. 3rd down and 2 after the 8-yard carry. We're in our final 30 seconds of the quarter. Lawton checking over to the green and red hats to get the play. The snap, the quick handoff to Anderson. Hit at the line.
I think he's short.
He sure is. I don't think he got past the line of scrimmage here. They're going to keep the clock moving. That's going to bring up 4th down. And if I'm Olivet, you just go ahead and wait the last couple of seconds. You don't have to punt this one away. Yeah.
Watch the support from the cornerback right there. Nice tackle. Now he stretches out. I think he's short. 4th down.
Jarrell Williams coming up and making the drive-stopping tackle. That is the end of quarter number 1. Back in a minute. It's 15-8. The Saints lead it. And we've had our record broken already by Alexis Jackson. We're going to have another one. We'll find out coming up. It's the USF Sports TV Network.
Our conference meet, so it's kind of our biggest meet of the year. Sharon was a Lindsey Wilson runner. We'd known each other for a long time, and she is a sweetheart. She's absolutely adorable. You would never want anything bad to happen to her in a race, ever.
And we were 2.5 miles into it, and Darcy and I were in 2nd and 3rd, and Sharon was in 1st. We knew that she had gone the wrong way because we could barely still see her. She was still pretty far in front of us.
She still came in 3rd place at the finish, but I came in 1st and Danielle came in 2nd. Immediately, we just go, no! We like both literally did this motion with our arms.
We didn't want the credit for.
So they are going to put 2 seconds back on the clock, and are they going to force them to punt it into the wind? We'll take that.
Well, yeah, I mean, because apparently the side judge waved it on, gave the rolling clock, and then apparently he went out of bounds. So now we're going to punt into the wind.
Yeah, that was confusing because we did see the one of the officials continue that clock, but there's the punt, high punt.
It gets knocked down.
Yes, it will. And there's fire, and the Saints are going to retreat away. It'll be down at the Saint 49-yard line. That will be the end of quarter number 1. Back to the commercials right after this. Back to the game in a second.
Loyola Medicine is the official healthcare provider for the Fighting Saints. We're committed to sports injury prevention, maintaining the health and nutrition of young athletes, and optimizing training and conditioning. Our team includes fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons, primary care and emergency medicine physicians, licensed physical therapists, and certified athletic trainers. Our sports medicine program offers day, evening, and weekend availabilities. Caring for body and soul is unique, and it's uniquely Loyola.
Well,
Loyola Medicine.
Beautiful Joliet Memorial Stadium, 76 degrees, a south wind, which is from right to left, blowing pretty stiffly still. And we've seen it already affect our special teams. That's why the Saints will have it at their own 47-yard line. They're on the wrong side of the 50. They got to move to the other side. Right? I mean, they were kicking it this way, and it was on the right side of the 50. So there we go. Yeah. Well, they're putting it right at the 50.
I'm telling you,
it's because they don't exactly know.
They have no idea
what's going on. It was clearly at the 48-yard line, but they gave 6 feet to the Saints on that play. So there you go. They're going to see it again. Just our replay guys don't like the referees very much.
So let's see here where they get it. He touches it.
Oh, I was wrong. I was wrong.
Okay.
I'll take that one. Okay. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate you doing that. First play was a run only for a couple of yards.
I guess the key stat you would take from the first quarter, Nick, is St. Francis only had the ball for 2 minutes and 22 seconds and still have a 7-point lead.
Michael Johnson into the game for the first time at tailback for the Saints. 4 wideouts, 2-by-2 formation for the Saints after the 2-yard carry. Dropping to throw, Aaron Ellis, and nearly intercepted, jumping the route. Who was that there? Number 31? No, it wasn't.
Yeah, he locked on his receiver early, watching the underneath man try to cut the route. We'll see it right here. He just locks on right now, and look at the inside linebacker come in and just knock it down. He read that very well.
It is 31, isn't it? That's Jake Klingelsmith on my roster. It's got to be another 31, right? We'll figure that out. 3rd down and 8 at the Olivet 48-yard line. Lexus in motion. Play action to throw. Ellis lobbing it up and incomplete, looking for Michael Johnson on the wheel route. It's going to be 4th down punt situation.
That was good to read by Ellis that time because they dropped on the safety late. And he came all the way up to the line of scrimmage, and he tried to go deep on the wheel route. That was the right read. He just overthrew the ball.
You see it again here. That jet motion by Lexus.
He comes on the top of the screen. He comes all the way down to support that. And look at this. He tried to throw it over the linebacker. He was open. He just overthrew it.
Luke Nelson to punt into the win. I still like his leg here.
So does he.
Yep. Nice kick. Fair catch called for and made at the 17-yard line. We'll take that all day long into the wind.
33-yard punt. He came into the day averaging about 45 yards, so he had a punt for 55 yards in the first quarter, so he's averaging 44 yards a punt today.
Which is 3rd best in the NAIA, by the way, 44.7 average, number 1 in the conference. The current record holder is Luke Nelson with 40.8 average, so he's currently beating his record average by 4 yards a punt. That's how good Luke Nelson's been doing it this year.
This game has kind of a choppy feel
to it
does. In the first half, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Lawton in the pistol again, 3-by-1. 3 wide receivers off to the right, 1 to the left as you watch Kyle Love, the safety out of Kankakee there. That way, that time I should say, the Saints sniffed it out. Only a gain of 3 there, up past the 20 to the 20.5-yard line. Coach Curry.
I don't know if you want Lawton running the football on the option if you're Olivet. I mean, I don't know if he's got the speed to get to the outside.
There is the sophomore quarterback, Lawton, number 8. Pretty comfortable back there for a sophomore. Handoff. Nope, he's going to keep it. He's in some trouble, though, and here comes Josh Woodard. Holds him up. Here comes the help. He'll go back for a yard on the carry. 3rd down. They're very stingy. They're hard to take down. Every single ball carrier so far for Olivet, the first person there is never the one to make the play.
But the backside pursuit cleans it up, and the St. Francis has done a nice job of breaking down a little bit when they pursue the ball carrier.
And one-on-one here on the left side. And now here comes Woodard to cover. Nope, it's a pump fake. Lawton on the run. He's going to have to hurry. He throws it, and it is complete. He'll pick up 3 yards. That's a tough earned 3 yards to Rashawn Gaiman.
And Lawton strikes me as a quarterback who he throws better when he's in the pocket. When he's got to be on the move, not so much. Look, he gets flushed out to the right side. Instead of taking the sack, he'll just dump it and get a couple yards, get what he can.
3 and out that drive for Olivet Nazarene. Lexus and Williams back to return the punt. Take a few steps back this time as the punter for Olivet, Josh Anderson, will have the wind at his back. There's coaches and the view right down the line of scrimmage. That's a fake. And he's got all the room in the world to run. There goes the punter up to the 50-yard line and forced out of bounds. Olivet Nazarene. We were talking about that before the game starts, the trick plays. We've seen a lot from the Chicago Bears lately. And we're wondering if the thought of that, just the idea, the concept of the trick plays coming out and maybe sparking something in these college coaches, and perhaps they did right there in a big game. That's been the best play so far outside of their touchdown for Olivet Nazarene.
Well, it's just like St. Francis on a 2-point conversion. They ran the swinging gate. That's just a call. If you see the guys in a return set and you're outnumbered, boy, the upback just calls that fake. That's gutsy coming from underneath your own goalpost.
First carry of the year for Josh Anderson, the punter, and it was a big one. First down. They got it up at the St. 45. Hand off to Eric Anderson this time. No relation as he takes it to the 41, a gain of 4.
Antonio Jameson does a nice job coming from his linebacker spot and wrapping up that tackle. St. Francis defense does a nice job of not getting gashed. We were getting gashed 5, 6, 7-yard chunks in the first quarter.
Again, that pistol. Gaiman in motion. Hand off to Eric Anderson. He's got some room to run. He's got a first down and more to the 25. Cuts it back inside to the 20, down to the 20-yard line. Another big run by Eric Anderson. It goes for 24 yards as they take it to the red zone.
And they're just going to run to a formation side. That time they ran pistol, but they had the up back to the left side. Look at, they run right behind him. Kick out block, outside. He takes it down the hash marks. Gets a big gainer for the Tigers.
Same formation, same motion. Same play to Eric Anderson.
Oh, nice hit.
They do hit him at the point of attack, though, this time, and wrap him up and take him down. The ball carrier, though, this time was Kevin Harris for Olivet Nazarene.
Watch this initial hit, but you got to do a better job right there. Throw the arms, wrap him up. The backside cleans it up.
Eric Anderson, the tailback. 6 carries, 25 yards so far, averaging 4.2 a crack. Just 1 yard on that time, though, from Harris. Second down and 9 at the 19-yard line. It's a 15-8 lead for the Saints. 10 minutes to go here in the first half. The give goes to Harris again, right between the tackles. He picks up a first down. The pile moves into past the 10-yard line to about the 7 or 8 yard line, and it's first and goal again for Olivet Nazarene. They're moving the ball, man.
In the running game, you want to attack the bubble, which means the uncovered spot on the offensive line, or you want to run behind the power lead blocker, either a pulling guard on a counter or a trap, or the up back. They ran the pistol. Let's see the up back's to the left side. This ball should go left.
Stephen Irudi will be the fullback to the left side. The tailback is Kevin Harris again. Just a freshman. Now they move it to the right side. They're going to throw. Lund on the run. Fire to the back of the end zone. Incomplete. They had Gaiman short, and they had number 19 Ryan Stoves deep, but he missed him over his head. Incomplete.
That's a hard concept to run, especially when you're inside the 10-yard line. They ran a flood route, which means they had one guy short, one guy in the goal line, one guy in the back corner, and it's easier to cover. Watch. We got one guy in the flat, one guy there at the goal line, and he's trying to hit the guy in the corner. But, man, we've got 4 or 5 defenders over there. That's a tight window to squeeze that ball into.
Missing Dakota Dorr right now, huh?
A little bit.
Tight end motions left. They're going to run it. Eric Anderson looking for a hole. Hits his own guy. Here come the Saints to stop him. That's going to be only a gain of 1 or 2. Third down and goal at the 4. And the Saints have done a nice job so far of doing what you were just suggesting there, stripping that football. They have forced 19 fumbles this season and recovered 10 of them. Well, I should say
a little bit. Getting the outside. The wide receiver.
That brings up 4th down. The field goal unit on for Olivet Nazarene. Josh Anderson to kick it. Presumably Josh Anderson will kick it. Last time we thought that, he scampered for 31 yards on a fake punt. Chip shot field goal here.
You missed it.
Nearly blocked, but it did just sneak in. A low kick.
It was a low snap, too.
A 21-yard field goal is up and good. That makes it 15-11. Did you have 15 and 11 in your?
I did not have that either. That's my numbers this week. But the point is, Nick, we had sudden change, right? We had a big fake punt, and we had goal line situation down there. St. Francis defense came up big, and so what do? We talked about this in baseball. Minimize the damage. Guy gets off, maybe a guy leads off with a base hit, another guy gets a walk. So now we got first and second nobody out. If we get out of that inning with 1 run, if we got out of that possession with just a field goal, we minimized the damage. We did our job.
12 plays, 79 yards. It took another 5 minutes and 41 seconds. Their drives have been time-consuming. We've had a 6-minute drive and another 5-minute 40-second drive. ONU has 11 first downs. St. Francis has 1. Olivet Nazarene has rushed it 123 yards. St. Francis 5.
How many total plays?
Let's see here. I'd have to add it up. It doesn't say right away on my stat sheet here.
It seems like it's like 35 to 10.
It does. Just gives me the yardage here. 231 total yards for Olivet Nazarene, 41 for the Saints. By the way, the Saints are leading 15-11. Do we have an offense? I think there's in the building, right? I haven't seen them in a while.
We haven't been on the field.
There's the kick after the field goal. The return will start from the 5-yard line. Jarrell Williams the honors this time. Bouncing outside, and he'll be wrapped up, pushed out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. Doing the honors, Brock Perry out of Geneva High School.
And you take that field position because what? They had to win. Couldn't kick it out of the end zone. If you kick it out of the end zone, you get it at 25. Now you gain 7 yards.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Thought they'd have a bigger leg there to, with the wind at their back, at least get it to the end zone, but it was taken pretty shallow. All right, see if this offense can start moving here for the Saints. Aaron Ellis will have Jordan Smith again behind him. 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Haven't had a Brandon Ruffin signing yet. He is wide left. They're going to run it to Jordan. Looking to follow the pulling lineman, but can't quite get even a yard on the play. Good hustle by Josh McCaskill, the senior out of Lincoln Way West. One of those transfers from St. Joe's earlier this year.
Look, they pulled the backside lineman all the way around. He gets inside. That's a nice job.
Ball in the right hash, 2 wide receivers on each side. Ellis, the snap. It's a fumble, ball on the ground. Aaron's going to pick it up.
Throw it away.
And go down with it at the 20-yard line. He will lose 15 yards on the fumble.
A low snap. He had no shot.
The 11th fumble of the season for the Saints.
And you watch this. He had no shot. The low snap.
Yeah.
A little bit low, but that's one minute. He'll tell you after the game he probably should have caught.
7:23 and counting here in the first half. It's 3rd down and long, about 20 yards. Aaron Ellis taking his time here. The play clocks are off, so the back judge doing the honors counting. Here's Ellis to throw. Checks it down and nearly incomplete, but Lexus bobbled it and picked it up, but only a gain of 3 on the play up to the 27-yard line.
Well, he went to his first read. Looked like they were going to run a post corner with the inside slot receiver. Let's see. Right, he goes outside. Hey, I'll just take the underneath stuff, get what I can get, and we'll kick this ball away and live for another day.
Yep, 4th down. Luke Nelson on again. 6:40 to play. Kyle Love back to return, the senior from Kankakee. Kick is away, and that will send Kyle Love back. He's not going to have a chance to catch it. Get a good bounce here. Not so much. Back to the 31-yard line, but that kick in the wind is awful good. Nice job by Luke.
41, 42-yard punt against the wind. We'll take it.
Defense back onto the field for the Saints, man. They're not getting a lot of rest.
It seems like we've been on the field the whole game.
Yep. See if I have a time of possession here.
St. Francis offense only had the ball for 2 minutes and 22 seconds in the first period.
Nope. "31-yard line for the Olivet Nazarene Tigers as the referee needs his microphone reattached, it looks like. A wardrobe technology misfunction there. Malfunction, just made up a word. All right, back in action. Klingel Smith goes in motion. He gets that's a backward pass, but he bounces right back up to the receiver, and he's taken down. He will lose 7 yards on the play, back to the 24-yard line. Josh Woodard on the tackle. Here it is again.
Let's see, he threw it from the 26. Yeah, that's definitely a lateral.
Both teams just don't look very sharp.
Nope.
Some defensive changes for the Saints as we go here to 2nd down and 16. Lawton.
Throwback screen.
Yeah, throwback, and he has his man, and he has some room. There's a flag out as the tackle's made at the 42-yard line. That will be enough for a first down, but we had to sort out the flag on the play here.
That's illegal block in the back or a hold. Sprint action to the right. Throwback screen to the left. Boy, if they call it on 76, that's a gift for St. Francis.
Did he hold?
I didn't see the hold.
You see it again?
I don't know how you could block him in the back.
Threw me under the bus with the replay. Let's get Coach Turnbow here.
But look at 76, he says. That's not on me.
Just kidding. You don't have to do that.
I'm just saying. now see, watch. Throwback screen. He comes out there.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, you're right. That is a gift for the Saints. And it looks like the penalty happened just the right spot. I don't think the line of scrimmage moved. Still at the 24-yard line. 2nd down. Wiped off about 15 yards, though. Another screen.
Support that.
And that is met behind the line. Here come the troops, and down he goes. That's going to be a loss of another 5 yards. They're going backward, are the Tigers. 3rd down and 20 now.
So they're showing you in a long situation. They're going to throw what? A safe pass, so look for the throwback screen again, or else maybe a slant. And watch this. Look at the pursuit by the defense. Right there. 1, 2, 3. Here goes another guy. 4, 5. 5 guys swarming to the football.
Cody ran to the first one there. He'll pick up his 3rd tackle for a loss this season. Brings up a 3rd and long. Wind at their back, though, and we've seen the arm of Lawton, Jordan Lawton, a very good arm. Play action for Jordan. Rolling right, firing on the run, has his man back to the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th down on a nice gain of 10 yards to Gaiman, but not nearly enough.
But good coverage by Stovall. He just let the ball come in front of him, let the right receiver catch it, make the sure tackle, and now Olivet's got to punt the ball, and we'll get the ball back under 4 minutes left to go. Watch. He'll just let him catch it, and watch this good tackle, take it to the ground. That's all we need to do right there.
Lexus and Williams back to return. Get a nice shot right down the line of scrimmage. The punt is away. Using the wind that time as he angles it out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. There's Lexus, our new leading receiver for St. Francis history. Most yards ever by a wide receiver. And of course he did it on a touchdown. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Very nice crowd here, Memorial Stadium.
Yeah, always.
Beautiful day. After this game, you go home, you watch USC, Notre Dame, or you watch Michigan, Penn State.
Or you take a nap.
That's pretty full evening, baby.
That's what I'm ready for.
Cut the grass yesterday, so I have to do that stuff already?
No, I still got to do that. Beautiful day to get outside, though. I think I'm going to I got a TV that I kind of carry around, and I put it in my garage, take it outside. I'll take a nap outside, maybe fall asleep to some football. Sounds like a perfect afternoon. Have a beverage. First down here for USF. Under center this time is Aaron Ellis. Jet in motion, but they give it to the tailback. Is that our first look at Pierre? Or Perry Barberin?
It is.
How you like watching that kid play?
He's like a sock in the dryer, isn't he? He just goes all over the place, right?
I have never heard it described that way before. He's a bowling ball is what he is, I think. Perry Brian Barberin, a freshman out of New Orleans. Come on the last few games, 61 rushes, 190 yards. It's a touchdown under his belt. Picks up 2 yards there. He'll get another opportunity this time.
Nice break.
He sees some room, and he picks up a first down. It took the third Tiger to finally push him out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
It's hard to get your running backs to learn, especially on the collegiate level, how to stay behind the offensive lineman and make the break. Watch, he stays behind him right here. And watch him set up this cut right there, the shoulder down, and get enough.
You can't tackle the guy. You can't. He is almost 200 pounds, but look how short he is. And he's not just a small guy. He's very well built, very strong, just very low to the ground. Aaron Ellis has to hurry. Here comes pressure from behind. He evades one tackler. Swim moves up to the 40-yard line and picks up 5 yards out of what could have been a sack.
He's got to do a better job of securing that ball and holding it tight to his body. He likes to swing that out.
He did.
He never even feels the guy from the backside. Watch this. Could have been a strip. He tries to reach for the ball, gets out of there. But see how he carries that ball, lifts it up away from his body? Keep it closer.
Picks up 5, though. Second down at the 40-yard line for Aaron Ellis. Barberin behind him. He gives to the bowling ball. Perry spinning between the tackles. Not much room to be had. He'll only get about a yard or two. Third down. A lot of options at running back for St. Francis. Unfortunately, none of them having too much success today. Started with Jordan Smith. We saw a little bit of Michael Johnson. And now Barberin.
St. Francis can convert here. They might think about taking a timeout. They've got all 3 left.
We are under 2 minutes to go. 1:48 and counting. St. Francis the lead, 15-11. There's a football score. Snap back to Ellis. 3-step drop. Checks it down to Barberin.
Get up the field.
Turns it up, picks up the first down. Still spinning. He jumps and leaps to the 50-yard line. He'll pick up 7-8 yards on a first down. 92 seconds to go. Clock will stop as the chains continue to move. You see head coach Joe Curry, the wheels turning. He's also the defensive coordinator this year. You heard him talk before the game that things changed a little bit this year as he took over. A little more pressure, a little more blitzing. Lexus, jet motion, play action. Aaron Ellis looking down the middle of the field, underthrown severely as he's looking for Zach Marino. I don't know if that one was tipped at the line or it was a fluttered as it came out of his hand there.
Look for them to run that play again because they had a receiver to the right side by the numbers who was wide open. I don't know if it was a busted coverage, but he was wide open.
Second down at midfield for St. Francis. Turn, play action. Nope, they give it to Barberin. Again, hit right at that line of scrimmage, and he went backward. Stuck by Brody Croson, the freshman linebacker out of Valpo. Gain of yard, third down and 9 at the 49-yard line of ONU. We are under 1 minute to go in the half. We will have a halftime interview. What do you think? Who do you want to talk to?
Oh, I don't know. It's wide open. Let's see who scores another touchdown here.
Lexus?
We can talk to Lexus.
Or you want to save him for postgame? Here is Aaron Ellis. Checking down.
Get up the field. Get up the field.
Perry puts his shoulder down, only up to the 44-yard line, though not nearly enough for a first down. A little timeout. Let's talk about this. I kind of want to save Lexus for the end of the game. I don't think he's even thinking about his record here at halftime.
Okay.
What do you think?
I'd like to talk to one of the red hats or green hats from Olivet.
Can we run over there?
To see what you got to do to get that job.
Timeout called by Olivet Nazarene.
This is very interesting. There's 27 seconds left to go in the first half. You got a 4th and a long 3 situation. St. Francis obviously took timeout to talk about this if they're going to go for it. All right. If you don't convert it, you give Olivet a 60-yard field with about 22 seconds left to go, and the wind.
Could talk to our quarterback. Haven't talked to Aaron Ellis this year yet.
Let's get him hooked up.
How about that? See if we can get Aaron here at halftime. See what they're looking at offensively. See if he knows already what kind of adjustments he's looking to make at halftime. Obviously haven't moved the ball too well. Take a look at some of the offensive numbers here. St. Francis still only 3 first downs, 12 rushing yards. It's easier to talk about an offense that's not performing too well in the half when you're still winning 15-11.
Yeah, they're more receptive to questions.
2-by-2 formation here. It's 4th down. They're going to go for it. Hard count, trying to pick up the first down via the penalty. Nothing going there. And a timeout called by St. Francis again.
Did not get the look they were expecting. They were playing about 6-7 yards off the slot receiver to the top of the screen. So if he ran a stop route and get him one-on-one with the linebacker, he could have enough athletic ability to make enough for the first down. Now at least St. Francis has only 1 timeout left.
Actually, John Petruzak is on the sideline and street close too. I take a look down there right now and see. Could talk to one of those defensive players, but I figure they're probably out of breath.
Yeah, they're going to go and get a little IV, get a little drink.
Get some O2, huh? Jessica Walsh trying to be polite, not tap him on the shoulder. Down there at the bottom of the screen. Get a nice roll to the 1-yard line. Unfortunately, there's only 20 seconds left. But I don't know if you can kneel here either. They're going to have to at least run a play.
Quarterback sneak, put his knee down the ground. That'll be the end of the half.
At least make him run the play. We've seen bad snaps before in this game.
The halftime stats are going to be so skewed.
Yes, they are. It's so
as
strange.
Opposed to what the score of the football game actually is, Nick.
So strange. Yeah, if you just read the stats, you wouldn't even know that the Saints are winning this game.
You think Olivet would be up by 30 points.
Yeah, exactly. So we will talk to Aaron Ellis, number 16, you see right there. Thanks to the crew. They do such a good job week in, week out here. Brandon and Jessica and everybody. We got the best broadcast in the NAIA. There's not even a question about it.
Well,
despite the work that we do.
I talked to him before the game today. I said, how long does it take you to set up? I said, I don't know. We got here at 8 this morning.
Yeah. For a 1 o'clock kickoff. Yeah. All right. There's the quarterback sneak, and they got the push they needed and more, and that should take us to the end of the first half. Yeah, okay. No timeout called. Just taking their time getting off the field is all. See if we can talk to Aaron, get his thoughts on how the offense played. I know the number's not there, but hey, you're winning. It's going to be the question. We'll get it coming up here in just a moment. Get him set up with that wireless headset. Aaron, can you hear us? Hey, Aaron, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. Thanks for joining us here. I know you got to get to the locker room, but we're taking a look at some of the offensive numbers. I know they're not too flashy, and if you take a look at the stats, you'd probably think the score was flipped, but you got to be pretty happy with being up by 15-11 here, huh?
I can't hear you very well.
I said you got to be pretty happy being up 15-11, given the way that it's kind of struggled offensively for you.
Yeah, we just got a slow start. I mean, they're not doing anything we're not used to. They're dropping 3 safeties. We weren't expecting that any 3rd and long. But the defense they're running, we're going to be able to attack them downfield.
And say, what kind of adjustments you thinking about right now? Time locker room. He looked like a giant out there compared to Jessica. You're looking up his nostrils there. Having the Saints on top of. know what you would think. I actually put it on Twitter right now. I covered up the scores and
St. Francis 13. Passing yards. It feels like we talked.
Jordan Lawton got injured, went out for one play. It was a fumble, and Josh Woodard scooped it up and went 90 or 92. Going to be shy.
Going for it.
Sure. You bet. They will go for it on 4th down and 1 right near midfield. Jordan Smith is the tailback. Can you get 1 yard? 4 down linemen. Here comes the blitz shown. They're just going to run it right at him. Hit behind the line. Down he goes. Loss of 1. Turnover on downs. Olivet will have it.
That's a scheme thing. You have to get 1 yard. So you got your running back with no lead block. Let's see. He's 7 yards from the line of scrimmage. We pull the backside offensive lineman. He's got to stay inside that pulling guard and run up inside of him in order to create a seam to get that 1st down.
Olivet's defensive line has been in the offensive backfield all game. It's a tough call. I like to see it get it outside of the perimeter. Use those speed guys. Run that jet sweep. See if you can get to the edge. Easy for me to say, though. 1st down for the Tigers. They have been moving the ball very well today. 254 yards of total offense. Jordan Lawton moves his man in motion. Screen pass. It is a backward pass. Caught this time, though.
Play.
Wrapped up by Woodard. He's brought down behind the line. Nice play again. Like you said, Josh Woodard. He's 2nd on the team in total tackles. That one another tackle for a loss.
Diagnoses it very well. Watch this. Just a little quick screen to the right side. He gets inside that block, stays outside leverage, and makes that tackle. That's a nice play.
As he hits that line of scrimmage.
Downward action. Again, they attack the bubble. A little seam between the 2 linebackers.
Oh, he's a dangerous runner, man. 3rd down and 2. Linebackers creep up. Corners giving space. Running it again, Kingo Smith, and he'll pick up a 1st down. He'll pick up the necessary 3. 12th 1st down for Olivet Nazarene.
You see it right now. Watch the way he just shoulders forward lean. When he gets contact, gets enough for the 1st down.
Something going on here. Oh, the ball blew, the wind blew the football back about a yard. Here we go. 1st down for Olivet. 2 on each side in terms of receivers. Here is Lawton to throw, fires, and it is complete. And that's not very many yards, only up to about the 34-yard line. I'll pick up a 4.
Yeah, but James Stovall does a nice job of making that tackle. If he misses that, he can go right down the sideline.
Yeah, good tackle, and he was probably a step away from picking that off. And
just a little hitch route. Comes in there, balls out. Watch this. Arm around the waist.
Yep.
Gets him down. Let's pursuit follow.
4 yards. It's 2nd down and 6 for the Tigers. Running it again between the tackles to Anderson. Not this time. I lost track of the runner there. He got him up to about the 30. Yeah, he got 3 or 4 yards.
But what Olivet is doing is they're running behind that up back. They're running to the power side of the formation. And that way we don't even have to read anything if they're running back from Olivet. He just stays behind that lead block.
3rd down and 3 at the 30-yard line of the Saints. Just underway here in the 2nd half. It's Saints 15, Olivet 11.
I'm guessing this is going to be 4 down territory for the Tigers.
I think so. Into the wind. See if they run it here. That'll tell you. Oh, they're going to throw it. Looking for the out. Nothing there. Lawton wrapped up. Down he goes. That'll be a sack. The first one of the game for St. Francis. Who was the first one there? Was that Alex? Also could have been Dave Charnot, number 94. Let's find out.
He's in like a wide 9 technique. Undercuts a little bit. Still fighting, still fighting, still fighting. Yep.
44, Alex Zlomi picks up the sack. He is the team leader in that category. That being number 4.
Olivet likes to go to game on in this situation. Big stop here for the Saints.
4th down and 4. Hand is up from the back judge. And timeout called by Olivet. They don't want to give up 5 more here.
Well, on your play sheet, you have these situational plays. So you don't even have to think about it. You make your game script, you make your play script. So you look at, okay, 4th and 4. This is my best 4th and 4 play. This is my best 4th and 2 play. Then you also have 2-point conversion plays. You have special plays that are usually highlighted in red or orange or something that's not in the green.
Taking a look at the schedule for St. Francis after today. That's the game you circled in the beginning of the year. November 11th here in
thinking about going for the hit or going for the ball.
I think he was going for the pick.
He tightened it up real nice coming from the safety spot all the way over. And look at the timing.
Yeah.
Just a wheel route. He gets an outside release, throws it up deep, and look at how far he comes. Oh.
Almost had it.
Yes, he did.
He had it till he hit the ground, didn't he?
Big stop by the Saints defense.
Nicely done, Jarrell. A senior out of Worth, went to Richards, was actually on the roster over at Northwestern. Graduated Northwestern with a year of eligibility left after playing in 25 games, recorded 15 tackles for the Wildcats, and now playing safety for the Saints. Here's Michael Johnson. A nice run on first down. He picks up 7 up to the 38.
I'd like to see somebody establish some rhythm from the running back position here.
Yeah.
Give yourself a 2nd and 3rd situation.
They moved it back 1 yard, picked up 6, so 2nd and 4. 3 wide outs right. There's a snap to Ellis, again to Johnson, again to the left side. A great block. He'll pick up a first down past the 45-yard line to the 47. A gain of almost 10 and a Saint first down, which is interesting to say because they don't have very many of those so far today.
McCaskill does a nice job of just posting his man and turning him to the inside so Johnson can cut outside and get enough for the first down. Watch this block by 61, the left tackle. Watch, he gets him, turns him a little inside. That gives Johnson a lane to run to the outside and pick up enough for the first down.
Just the 4th first down of the game for St. Francis. Here's Ellis to throw on first down.
He's open.
Down the middle of the field, and it is complete down the middle. And a big first down inside the 15-yard line. It goes to Jalen Moore. Just his 7th catch of the season, by far the biggest. Into the red zone go the Saints, down to the 10.
If you're even, you're leaving. Look, he runs an inside seam route. Ellis does a nice job of letting him clear, and look at him put the ball right on the hands in between 3 defenders, 4 defenders, guy coming down. Perfect pitch and catch.
That's what we're talking about. First down and 10. Hand off to Johnson. Same play. Nice job, McCaskill again. Inside the 5 goes Mike Johnson. Shy of the first down. They're going to mark him at the 3-yard line. That is a 9-yard carry. 2nd and 1 at the 3. Mike Johnson effective this drive.
Adds a little bit of the speed element to the outside. Watch him bounce it to the outside. Going to run it. Stretch play to the outside. Again, McCaskill does a nice job turning this guy, and watch him put that shoulder down and get all he can get.
Before that catch, Lexus Jackson, the only receiver to catch a football today. Here's the 2nd down play. Jet motion. They give it to Moore. Turns the corner. Touchdown. Jalen Moore on the board for the first time this season. And the Saints extend the lead, 21-11.
How big was that?
Huge, huge drive.
You stop him on 4th down. You get a change of possession. And then you take and march it. Watch, too much speed to the outside. Once he gets to the edge right there, nice block by a tight end. There's nobody around there. But you stop him on 4th down. You change possession, then you march the ball all the way right down the football field.
Going for the extra point here, Grayson Barnett. Snap down, kick up, and it's good. 22-11, the Saints doubling up Olivet Nazarene. Still, despite the lopsided offensive numbers, the Saints lead it 22-11. That play, 5 plays, 69 yards, 1 minute, 39 seconds.
That just goes to show you, Nick, that you can make stats say whatever you want to say, right? I mean, you would just look at this and you're like, oh, there's no way. But now St. Francis done what? big stop defensively on 4th down, take the ball, march it all the way down, get a little bit of control of this game. Now you're up by 11 points. Again, I did not have 2 and 11 on my on my board today.
We're getting closer to a football score. Nice job by Luke Nelson. He's been solid all day with the kickoffs and punting, as he usually is. Luke, a senior out of LaGrange, just down the road. He'll be the best punter in St. Francis history by the time this season's over. Just a fun punter to watch. Big leg, can put it where he wants it. That big play by Jalen Moore was a 43-yarder before he ran it in for his first touchdown of the season. I like that they let the guy who made the big play to get him down there put it into the end zone.
I'm not really sure if they scripted that way, but
don't count them out yet. The Tigers' offense has been pretty good. But the last 2 possessions, the one by Olivet and the one by St. Francis, were the best for the Saints so far, both defensively and offensively. The kickoff by Luke. He'll use that wind to drive it. Oh, it looked to be pretty
again,
close.
There's my point.
That was close. Hard to tell. This guy's been getting a lot of work behind the goalposts on those kickoffs. One of the busier guys on the field today. Up to the 25 comes Olivet. Aaron L is 5 for 11 so far through the air, 97 yards and a touchdown. Surprised that Brandon Ruffin doesn't have the numbers he had last year. Hit a breakout year last year. Just all conference, all world.
Well, now what you do, you get your name out there, so guys game plan for you.
What are we waiting for here?
I think they started the game clock on the kickoff, so it should be 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Jordan Lawton, he's the quarterback. He's got Eric Anderson behind him, and they're going to run it. They've had success running.
Attaboy, that's better.
Between the tackles, he'll pick up 5. Still, even it's so funny. Even you think that St. Francis made a great play.
It's not a great play. It's a football play, and the reason it's a football play because you stop him exactly where you want it to. It's not like he's getting to the linebacker level. Look at he gets contact right there, 1 yard past line scrimmage. It's not like he's getting through and then nobody makes contact with him, just like that.
Like this
play.
one. So he picks up 14 yards on that play for the first down. Eric Anderson, one of the better running backs we've seen this year.
And Olivet is doing a nice job of not getting out of their game plan. Yeah, they're down by 11 points, but there's still a lot of time left in this football game, so they're not getting away from their game plan.
I wouldn't classify Anderson as a patient running back. He gets it and he goes. He'll pick up another 6 yards on that play up to midfield. 5, 14, and 6 so far on 3 runs for Eric Anderson. And he'll take a little bit of a breather now. Thank you very much. Back into the game. Number 30, Kevin Harris at tailback for Olivet. They'll run it with him, and he'll pick up 5 yards and a first down.
Boy, if there's any hesitation by your linebackers, it's going to lead to a big play. Watch. Now he reads it. He shoots down in there. He makes that play. But if there's any hesitation, if you wait back, you don't read your key, now we're looking at, what, 6, 7, 8 yard gains at a time.
Before he even touched. Yeah, those linebackers got to fill those holes a little quicker. They've given up 5, 6, 14, and 5 on the last 4 plays.
Nice play.
That one, he's stuck in the backfield. Making the play, Malik Thurman, the junior. The best defensive play we've seen by one of the linebackers today.
Watch where he comes from. It was safety spot.
Safety, that's right.
And he comes in and makes that play. You know who's great at that? This before your time? Brian Capodici would just fly from his safety spot and make tackles all day long behind the line of scrimmage for the Saints.
Second down and 11. Lawton being chased down by Zlomi. Can't quite reach him. He's going to let one fly. He's got his man. They tripped up, and it is complete to Gaiman. And here comes a flag. Oh, they're going to say incomplete. They're saying he went out of bounds and came back in. He was not the intended target.
No, he was not the intended target, but he's got to reestablish. Once he goes out of bounds, he's got to reestablish inside the field of play. So the hat is thrown by the side judge, which means he cannot be the first to come back in and touch that ball unless he reestablishes. Flag was thrown, so I don't know if that was offensive, passive. See, he's on the bottom of the screen. Yep, see, you can't do that. Once you're the first guy to come out, you can't be the first guy to touch the ball.
Of your own will. Yes. So incomplete brings up third down and 11. The defense looks like it might hold. That was the interesting play because they were throwing the corner out on that, but the ball died in the air, and Gaiman just happened to be underneath it to make the catch. He went out of bounds. I don't think he was even thinking about coming back in to make a play.
He just read it.
He's just like, oh, here's the football.
Yep.
Corners are back. Safeties are back for St. Francis here on third and long, and a timeout called by the Tigers.
Oh, that's a big timeout.
First timeout taken by Olivet in the half. It's 22-11, Saints, 6:14 to go. Some interesting games across the MSFA Midwest today. We mentioned St. Ambrose is at St. Xavier. We're all Bees fans in that one today, since St. Francis has already beaten St. Ambrose. Also in action right now, Robert Morris is at Trinity International. The #1 team in the country, St. Francis, Indiana, is in Missouri, taking on Missouri Baptist in a minutes league.
How good are
St. Francis, Indiana?
Oh, my goodness.
They're real good. Real good. Taylor's hosting Lindenwood Belleville today, and Marion of Indiana is up in Michigan taking on Concordia. All conference games from here on out. St. Francis, it's...
But see, that was a key timeout because that's the second timeout that Olivet has used this half, and we still have 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Yep. Here we go, third and 11. Here's Lawton. Pressure on the outside, steps up in the pocket, has to tuck it and go. He's got some room. He's going to pick up. Oh, he won't. Tracked down from behind. A nice play by Roger Thigpen, but it brings up a manageable 4th down and 1 here. And again, Jordan Lawton comes up limping. We might see Southall come back into this game.
Oh, he's not coming out of the game. Boy, it appears to be his right ankle.
Well, they're going to give this one to Eric Anderson, and he's picked up 5-6 yards a chunk, or 5-6 yards a carry every time he touches the football today. Oh, they faked it on him. They direct snap to Eric Anderson, and he picks up the first down. That is a sneaky play.
Little tomfoolery.
Wow. They faked the confusion.
Quarterback comes walking over to the sideline like he's trying to get a play called.
A nice play. First down, up to the 30 yard line. That's a pickup down.
Sprint counter. Not your blocking scheme. So now once he reads the play, he comes downhill. There's nobody there to block him.
You're doing a great job out of that safety spot. Antonio Lemon, the free safety back there as well. Corners are tight. Pressured. Lawton gets rid of it, checks it down, but it's incomplete off the hands of Klingelsmith. That'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
Gaiman's been kind of quiet here in the second half. He was the go-to guy in the first half in terms of receivers. Let's see where he lines up. Looks like he's going to be lined up to the far side and the right side, bottom of your screen here. He's got one-on-one coverage.
Running backs on each side of Lawton. Motion to the right. Another one of those throwback screens, and another one incomplete. The receivers or I should say the running backs having a real tough time hanging on to the football for Olivet, shooting themselves in the foot here.
Zlomi kind of sniffed that out, though. I don't know if he would have made that play, but he kind of read that and kind of peeled back. Let's watch 44. little action to the right side. Now he comes back in, and Zlomi, yeah, he peels off a little bit. I don't know if he would have been able to make that play, but he read it.
Just starting the second half at St. Xavier, they lead at 34-21. There's a 21-7 score at the end of the first quarter. St. Ambrose was winning, but then St. Xavier tacked down a bunch of unanswered points so far. Here's Lawton on the roll. Hit as he's thrown. That one is incomplete.
Nice play, nice pressure.
Pressure applied for St. Francis by Tariq Thurman, the freshman defensive end out of OPRF. And that'll turn the field over to the Saints.
He never gives up on this play. Watch, he fights off the block, makes contact with the quarterback. Don't know if that ball was tipped before it was incomplete, but again, another big stop by St. Francis defense.
A little more rhythm here in this third quarter.
A little bit.
I don't think anyone's really gotten in a groove yet, but some game flow. 3:10 left to go here in the third. Brandon Ruffin is wide left. They got three wide receivers over there. Covered man to man. They're going to run it. I believe that's Barberin on the far side, picking up a few. Nope, Mike Johnson. My apologies.
That's okay. Get a gain of 3.
Yeah. Give him 4. Second down and 6.
You got to change the pace backs for St. Francis. You got him coming in. You got PB, the peanut butter and jelly sandwich man.
Velo and throw it anyway. Ooh, they just laid Moore out to dry on that play.
Ball is a yard. Can't tell by watching this game on TV how pretty of a ball that Ellis throws. I mean, we can appreciate we're up in the press box, but man, he puts that ball right on the money. Watch this drop back. Now he's reading. He's got trips to the bottom of the screen. He's looking for one guy, stutter and go. But look, he's looking for number 2 receiver, and he just blows by. And look at this.
To go, it's 29-11. The Saints lead Olivet Nazarene here in quarter number 3. 3 plays, 81 yards, 50 seconds. That is the story of the Saints offense. Big plays, quick drives, quick strikes.
Yeah, but as we move forward in the season, I'm sure Coach Curry knows this. All right, you got to be able to, when the weather elements play against you a little bit, you got to be able to run the football a little bit. You're not going to have that ability to have the 60, 70, 80-yard touchdown passes.
You can't rely on it. Nice to have in your back pocket, but you got to be able to move the chains.
You got some specialty people on this team, don't you? You got some playmakers on this team.
You got some burners, yeah. And just when you think that, you know, you've seen all the weapons, we've seen Ruffin, we've seen Lexus, we've seen Marino make plays, we've seen the running backs make plays. All of a sudden, here's Jalen Moore.
But we're really young on offense. You realize that? We're really young on offense.
Yep, Aaron Ellis will be back for another year. We're wishing Donnie Butkus the best. How awful for him. You know, I wonder how the NAIA rules work with that. He was injured pretty early in the year. I don't know if he gets another year of eligibility or how that all works. But this is his senior year. He probably won't play again. That's kind of the feeling that I've been getting. I haven't talked to anyone to you know, say that with any sort of actual confidence, but it's just kind of the feel you get with the injury that he sustained. Might be a tough road for him to come back, but then you got Aaron Ellis here, a junior, just flinging it all over the yard. He was the starter, though, back at St. Joe's before he transferred in. He's from Brother Rice. He's no slouch.
There's my...
He'll pick up 11 yards. He's going to run it at the moment.
Actually, in pregame, he was throwing the ball real nice.
Yeah, he can throw a good ball. Snap to Southall. And give on the sweep.
Nice pursuit.
Lingle Smith wrapped up at the 45, falls forward to the 47-yard line, and that's awful close to a first down. Looks like they're going to give it to him. 1:05 remaining in the third quarter.
You would think that with all the technology we got, I thought he was a little bit short. Let's see on the top of the screen.
I thought so too. I thought they were being pretty generous with that.
A little short, looks like. And the side just says, nah, that's first down.
First down for Olivet. Southall takes the snap. Option play. It's a fumble.
Ball. Pick it up.
The big man picks it up at the 35. Still on his feet at the 20. Tackled inside the 15-yard line. Luke Mander, the freshman out of JCA, gets a fumble recovery, and the Saints have it again inside the 15-yard line, but we have a Saint down.
And he's going to say, you know what, this ain't that hard. I'm playing with a club, a cast on my hand, and I still picked it up. Let's see. Option, crossbuck option, take it a little bit behind his running back. Nice tackle, nice hit. Watch him just come in here and scoop it up. Look at this. Ain't nothing but a little thing. Watch, he even makes a cutback.
With
a little nice foot. Secure that ball, son. Secure that ball.
Eric Anderson, the running back, makes the tackle. Like somebody got dinged up there. Josh Woodard. To see that again, see what happened to Josh. I'd be a little worried about him. He's kind of shaking cobwebs out there.
No, but then one of his guys came over and said, "You okay?" Yeah, I'm okay.
Well, he's going to say that.
You got.
If it's anything above the neck, though, you got to be safe here. Where's number 11?
He was well behind the play right there. Yeah.
Yeah, he just kind of ran into somebody he didn't see that was there.
Look at the moves here. Look at the moves. And the wherewithal to cover that ball up.
Yeah, Luke, of course, his brother Josh played here in 2011, 12, and 13. Now Luke playing some defensive line. Here's the first down play for the Saints. Michael Johnson, been the most effective ball carrier so far, and flags come in. That can only mean one thing.
There's nobody around there for a holding, so I don't know if it's a face mask, because there's no offensive lineman down there by where they threw the flag.
Penalty, 20 seconds. There's Aaron Ellis. He's got Mike Johnson behind him here in the single back pro set. Man in motion is Moore in the jet. Not give it to him this time. They give it to Johnson, trying to back his way into the end zone. And down. Nope, he is about a yard shy.
Goal line situation.
Most of the teams have only
on one side. You know, they said, no, you guys go in that other division. We'll just come over here.
Yeah, St. Francis, Indiana, #1 in the country, and well deserving of that label. Nick Farrer, their quarterback, just unbelievable. All right, here we go for the Saints. It is second down and goal at the 1. Moore in motion. Quarterback sneak for Ellis. Little help from Michael Johnson from behind with the push, and they're not going to give it to him. It's going to be third down and goal at the 1-inch line. That's going to bring us to the end of quarter number 3. The Saints explode here in the third quarter offensively, and they lead at 29-11. Back for the fourth quarter after this on the USF Sports TV Network.
Our conference meet, so it's kind of our biggest meet of the year. Sharon was a Lindsey Wilson runner. We'd known each other for a long time, and she is a sweetheart. She's absolutely adorable. You would never want anything bad to happen to her in a race, ever.
And we were 2.5 miles into it, and Darcy and I were in second and third, and Sharon was in first. We knew that she had gone the wrong way because we could barely still see her. She was still pretty far in front of us.
She still came in third place at the finish, but I came in first and Danielle came in second. Immediately, we just go, no! We both literally did this motion with our arms.
We didn't want the credit for first and second because we knew that's not what it really was.
Well, I'm very proud of our girls. You know, you can't help but be proud. Anytime someone does the right thing, no matter what. In our day and age now, it's everybody out for themselves mostly. And I think it's just, we're teaching the kids the wrong thing when we do something like that. We need to teach them, yeah, you want to win, you want to be the best, you should strive to break a record. But remember, you know, the lifestyle you live is the most important thing of all.
Time for the fourth quarter. The defense needs to hold. They lead it. The Saints do 29-11 after a huge third quarter consisting of 2 touchdowns by Jalen Moore, one on the ground that was set up by a big catch of his, and then one through the air for 77 yards. Here we go on third down and goal from the 1-inch line. Saints looking to add another 6. Hand off to Johnson. The dive, reaching over with the one hand. He got it. Touchdown. Dangerous play by Michael Johnson, but he made it count. His 3rd touchdown of the season, and the Saints extend the lead.
That's a TV play, and the reason I say it's a TV play, because back in the day, if you took that ball away from your body in a goal-line situation, try to stretch it out, you probably wouldn't play for like 3-4 weeks. But they know as long as that ball crosses that goal line, watch him. Runs it up the middle, and watch him just stretch that ball out. He gets contact, and look, stretch that ball out. Yep, there you go.
35, looking to make it 36 with the extra point. Up and good. Another patented quick drive after the turnover. The fumble recovery by the defensive lineman Mander led to a 4-play, 12-yard, 28-yard touchdown, or 28-second touchdown drive.
Third quarter stats, Olivet has run 69 plays through 3 quarters. St. Francis 36. Olivet has held the ball for 20 more minutes than St. Francis.
Oh
Olivet with 32 minutes and 14 seconds of possession time. St. Francis 12:46.
How are they winning?
Eric Anderson is rushed for almost 100 yards. Lawton is 15 out of 26. And St. Francis is up by 25 points.
Football's a funny game, isn't it?
You could not write this story and sell it because nobody would believe this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the big play offense of St. Francis. I mean, the defense is bending. They're not really breaking.
You talk about big plays, Nick. Jalen Moore, 2 catches for 120 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, the St. Francis only giving up 1 touchdown, that 25-yarder to Rashawn Gaiman. Outside of that, Olivet's moved the ball between the 20s. And that's pretty much it.
We talked about turnovers. St. Francis, what, 2 fumbles, 1 for a score, another fumble, almost returned for a score?
Yep. So if they get another turnover, this will be the 4th game in a row that they've taken away the ball 3 or more times. High kick by Luke Nelson. It'll be taken from the 17-yard line by Rashawn Gaiman. Tripped up at the 33, 34-yard line.
I don't know if that's right because the up back signaled for fair catch, and that's what the guys on the St. Francis sideline said, hey, that should be a dead ball. It's fair catch because the up back put his hand up and made the call for fair catch.
There's Rashawn Gaiman retying the boot.
That's what Coach Curry's going out there to talk to the referee. He says, hey, the guy signaled for fair catch, so my guy's peeled off.
Yep. They're going to talk about it. Well, some nodding there. We'll see if, I don't know, Joe Curry doesn't look very happy with the explanation.
At least that's what I saw.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's going to be first down for Olivet after the kickoff. 14:50, we're just underway. Quarter number 4 here in Joliet, and the wind continuing to blow that football, even just as it's sitting on the ground. Five wide. They're going to empty that backfield here for Olivet Nazarene. Lawton back into the game as he slings it.
Oh, he just undercut that.
He just missed knocking that away. A heck of a grab, though, by Reed Holt, a sophomore out of Cherokee, Alabama. Only 1 catch before making a couple grabs today.
Stovall's like, how did I not knock this pass down? Look at this. Look at this position. Look at that.
It snuck
Got
in
right
there.
through underneath his left arm.
He picked up 7 on the play. Second down and 3 at the 41-yard line of Olivet. Motion to the right side. Lawton stepping up. Here comes the pressure. He checks it down to Gaiman. He's got some room to run with it. He stiff arms his way out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A first down into St. Francis territory.
St. Francis be content giving them that.
First down at the 44-yard line.
Don't understand why the clock stopped there.
Yeah, I believe they said to keep it rolling, right? That's going. 13:55 and counting. Lawton rolling right. Has Gaiman again. Trying to sneak past that first down marker. It's going to be close. Rashawn Gaiman been the biggest weapon so far for Olivet Nazarene.
There's still a lot of time to play in this football game, so you just can't play a prevent defense, which means you let them catch the ball and just get whatever yards and don't give up the big play.
No first down. It's going to be second and inches. Gaiman in motion. They're going to throw it again. A lot of time for Lawton. Rolling left across his body. Has his man. It is complete at the 20-yard line. And a 15-yard pickup for another first down for Olivet Nazarene. Brady Walling, the freshman out of Idaho, with the catch.
Athletic play. You never want your quarterback to throw late across the middle, and you never want him to throw to his right when he's rolling to his left. But watch his play. Rolls to his left. Look at that. Turns his shoulders and finds a guy between two defenders.
Yeah, St. Francis playing very soft as another timeout called. Not physically soft, but a soft defense. Keeping everything in front as they take their second timeout. 13 minutes to go in the game, and they only have one more timeout left. Rashawn Gaiman, 7 catches, 66 yards, and a touchdown. Again, like I said, been the most outside of Eric Anderson, who's run it 16 times for 96 yards.
You know, Olivet came into the game today, Nick, averaging over 26 points a game. So it's not like they can't score.
See how windy it is here at Memorial Stadium, the Joliet National Acts. That every summer. First down for Olivet Nazarene. Walling in motion. He'll get the look and he'll get the grab.
Nice
he
tackle.
is ridden down at the 17-yard line. A pickup of only 2 or 3 yards on the play.
That's okay, but Jamison makes a nice sure tackle. Doesn't allow him to get to the sideline to kill the clock.
Motion man is Stoves. Lawton chased down by Zlomi. Tripped him up. He might have got a yard, so it's not going to go as a sack, but it will go as a QB hurry. Nice job by Alex Zlomi.
Look at him. He just readjusting. Yeah, I made that play. Yeah, I'm just walking around. I got scars on my helmet. Watch this. Watch him peel out this block. Knife down the line of scrimmage, and watch this. Just swipe at the end. Swipe. Yep. Nice job.
Long line of great defensive ends here at St. Francis. Walling again in motion. Lawton to throw. Checks it down, has Walling. Shoulder down, big collision inside the 10-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down for Olivet Nazarene. Clock will stop momentarily as the chains continue to move for the Tigers.
We gotta get Zlomi a different number though. You know, I can't, you know, 44 for the defensive. No, we gotta give him like a 94.
Yeah, he started off as a linebacker.
Yeah, I know, but we gotta get him a, you know, unless he likes 44 for some reason.
The 20th first down for Olivet Nazarene. Throwing into the end zone, that one is knocked away. On the play is Arthur King.
Arthur King came into the game today in the top 20 in the country and pass defended.
We'll bring up second down and goal at the 8-yard line. 36-11. St. Francis just 7 first downs and 59 rushing yards. And only 174 passing yards. Lawton again, pressure from both sides, scrambling away. Nice spin move, but he didn't get away from the second guy at the 5-yard line, but he did pick up about 3 yards on the play. Shifty little quarterback Jordan Lawton is.
Keeping it alive, and we know that right now that this is 4-down territory. We know that the field goal is out, so they're going to go for the touchdown here if they don't convert here on 3rd down.
See the freshman Antonio Lemon, number 27, out of East Layton in Franklin Park. Redshirt last year, was a 3-sport athlete in high school. Four wide receivers. Rolling left, firing for the corner. It is tipped and incomplete. Again, looking for the big receiver at 6-foot Brady Walling. Brings up 4th down and goal for the Tigers. How good has the Saints D been? They've been on the field a long time. And it doesn't seem like they're getting that tired.
Well,
except for Alex Zalomi on all fours.
There's going to be talk, you know, in films on Sunday or whenever they do that. Hey, you know, offense, can you guys like maybe just help me out of here a little bit? You know, seems like I've been playing for 4 hours.
Here we go, 4th down. Lawton buying time, has a man all alone in the back of the end zone, and it's a touchdown. Reed Holt, his first touchdown catch of the season. It draws Olivet to 36-17. Extra point on the way.
Well, that's just a choice by defender. Watch, he's got the quarterback rolling to him. So do I come out the wide receiver and go get the quarterback, or do I stay at the wide receiver?
Yeah, you gotta go after the ball.
Yeah. Yep. Kind of in no man's land.
I think they're going to go for 2 here with it 36-17. I can't do the math. So if you score the extra point, it'll make it an 18-point game. So it'll be a 17-point game if you make the 2-point conversion. Low snap, but Lawton handled it. Another throwback screen, but that's well over the head of the intended receiver on the play, Stephen Irudi. So no conversion. It's 36-17.
Still keeps it at a 3-score game, though. That's a big thing. Each coach got a little, they call it the game card in there. Gives you the situations. When do I go for 2? The score, the time.
We were talking about the importance of this game. If St. Francis needs to make the playoffs, if they want to, they're going to have to win out and hopefully find their way into the top 20 as you see some skaters at the skate park adjacent to the football field. Another one of the great additions to the Park District facility here. Something for everybody. Of course, there is more Saints athletics action a little bit later on. After this, the men's and women's soccer teams are in action back-to-back.
24 hours of Le Mans kind of here.
Tell you what, man, the sports information department putting in the hours today.
That's their job, right?
That is what they signed up for.
I'm just saying.
That's right.
All right.
I don't want to hear it. That's why you get paid the big bucks.
I'm just saying. I don't know if it's the right time for an onside kick, but it wouldn't surprise me if Olivet would try that.
Yeah, I would. Sure, why not? With the way they've been scoring the football, you kind of need every possession you can get.
And now the St. Francis coaches are saying, hey, let's play up. Okay.
Yeah, they're not even hiding in here.
Get the hands team out there.
Look at the special teams coach yelling, come on.
Well, you got to put somebody back here too, boys.
Yeah, they can kick it back there and race you.
If I'm Olivet and I see this formation, you got 10 guys within the first 5 yards, 1 guy on the right side, I pooch it to the left.
They have no idea where to set up.
This is not going to go well.
It goes 10. It's loose. It's a
fall on it.
Yeah, nicely done that time by Jamal Stovall, a freshman, to slide and catch it. Secures it at the 35. That is where the Saints will take over. Yeah, that was dangerous.
Watch this. Once it gets past that first line, that's anybody's ball because you don't know how it's going to bounce.
Yeah, nice job by Stovall. Curious to see why Jean Pietrzak's not suited up today. One of the weapons for the Saints, especially in the red zone. but I have a feeling we're not going to find out.
Stay in bounds.
Nice run by Jordan Smith. He does. Picks up 3 or 4 yards up to the... Oh, I'm sorry. I thought they gave him the 39 there, but it's all the way back to the 37. It's only a yard there for Jordan.
There you see Pierzak on the sidelines.
Yep. The flowing golden locks.
Typical wide receiver guy.
Yeah, right. Basketball player, of course. A good basketball player, too. Didn't play football last year because he had 10 points, 5 rebounds a game for the Hoops team. In 2015, he was a second-team all-conference receiver. 8 touchdowns, which led the team in touchdown receptions as Smith gets it up to the 42. And then in 2014, it was his first year of football. Had 1 catch all year. How about that? 2014, 1 catch. 2015, all-conference, lead the team in touchdowns. Last year, don't play at all, focus on basketball. And then this year, 12 catches, 218 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
That's a pretty good athlete.
That's an athlete. John Pierzak out of Westmont. 3rd down here for the Saints. Handed off to Jordan. Picks up 3 yards there to the 45. He is a yard shy of the first. Punt this one away.
Oh, yeah, you got to. Make him play a longer field. You got a guy who's in the top 2 or 3 in the country of kicking and punting the ball. Yeah, I'm going with him. And it looks like that Olivet's going to line up and go for the punt block.
They have to. Those Saints better communicate here. Snap's a good one. They aren't going to go for the block. They almost get it anyway. Angle punt. Near the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 22. It's always a guess, isn't it? Wherever that ball goes out of bounds.
No. You know how they do it?
No.
The referee stands by the punter. Okay? So he puts his arm out like this as to where he sees the ball cross. So then the side judge walks up as like 2 intersecting points. I'm serious. That's how they do it. 2 intersecting points. Watch.
That makes sense. You're not going to be able to see the ref.
Sees it to the side. And see the side judge? He's back. Now he's walking up. He'll walk up. He blows it there because it went out of bounds. And then when the referee goes like this, makes a tomahawk chop, that's where the ball went out of bounds.
Learn something new every day.
I'm just saying.
Lawton still in the game? Yes, he is. Lets it fly.
Nice
and
catch.
Yeah, beautiful catch with the hands up near the 42-yard line. About a 20-yard pitch to the outside for Noah Marshall, the 6'3" sophomore.
This is a nice throw, but even a better catch. Watch, it goes right over the defender's hand, right there. Has wherewithal to make the catch and get both feet in bounds.
That throw was right on the money. Lawton again, pump fakes, again downfield. Again, it's caught, and it's going to be a foot race. He's going to take this to the house. Oh, he's better turn on the Jets.
Oh,
Dives,
down.
he did not make it. He is down at the 1-yard line. Noah Marshall takes it 55 yards for the first down. 56 would have got him into the end zone.
What's that famous line? Don't be looking back because something might be gaining on you.
Yeah.
Watch. He cuts inside.
He's just too big.
Now watch. He's at the 30, looks back once, now looks back twice, looks back a 3rd time, doesn't get in.
Malik Thurman chased him down to preserve the touchdown for now, but they got a guy named Eric Anderson who's a really good running back. A bad punt, though, and he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. I said a bad snap, I should say.
The timing of that play was all messed up. I thought he was supposed to go to the outside. He cut it back inside.
That was Steve Smock, also a Wilmington product, the freshman making the play. Number 50, 7.5 minutes to go here in the game.
This is timing. I don't know if it's supposed to be a jet or go to him. Nice job by St. Francis defense.
And a flag coming from behind the D. Too many men. And a guy run off anyway. Yeah, too many.
It's going to go St. Francis?
Oh, is it?
They still got 12 out there.
Someone's got to leave, guys.
St. Francis guys going like, what?
They do have 12 out there. Now they come off, yep. Well, all kinds of confusion defensively. Start that clock. They're going to throw it one-on-one for Gaiman outside, but he overthrew him, incomplete here on second down.
That's a tough play call and design. You're on the left hash. You're trying to throw an out route all the way across to the right side of the field. Look where the ball is.
And you got Eric
left
Anderson.
Hash. Yeah. Now look at that. Now he's going to try to throw a little out route all the way to the right side.
What if Stovall cuts that off, takes it? I mean, that's a Seattle Seahawks.
That's a
what are you doing?
Possibility. Yep.
Just give it to Mr. Anderson there. He's been running the ball all day long. This time they do, and he scores a touchdown. 7 minutes to go. The clock continuing to go. Oh, there we go. 36-23. It's Eric Anderson's first touchdown today.
Well, you should go for 2 here because if you make it, then it's 36-25 and you're down by 11. That's a touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal. So if you make this, you still got to get 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That did not make any sense.
No, it's good. It's 24, so... Yeah, now it's a 12-point game.
Right, so if you
need an 8 points for the touchdown,
for 2 points, you
need the 2-point conversion there.
So now you're a touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
I don't know.
Now you're still 2 touchdowns.
The drive was 5 plays, 75 yards, and 91 seconds. But yeah, curious decision by Coach Eric Heyman, his second year for Olivet Nazarene. Huh?
Right?
Yeah.
Am I looking at it right? Yeah.
Yeah, because if you go for 2 and you make it, it's an 11-point game.
No, right now, so say they get another touchdown and they get 2-point conversion, you're still down by 4 points, so you need 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, instead of just a touchdown and a field goal.
Okay.
I'm doing the math with you there.
If we saw the onside previously, we're going to see it again.
Oh, yeah. 6:59 remain here in this ball game. First of 4 straight conference games to end the year for both of these teams.
I don't like the way that our return team is set up here. We still have 10 guys, and we got 1 guy to the right side. So if they pooch it to the left, you don't know how that ball is going to bounce.
Kicker's Josh Anderson. Onside.
There's a Poochie left.
Nice little chip. And it's going to go out of bounds, luckily, because
they got a break because there's 2 Tiger guys on the kickoff coverage team that were right there. If that ball takes a kick back right, Tigers got that ball.
They took a look at some of the photos from the last setup, didn't they? So it's an illegal procedure penalty, and St. Francis will have it at 35.
Got to take some time off the clock here. I don't like the way that Olivet's been able to move the ball here.
Longest run of the game for Olivet Nazarene, the fake punt that Josh Anderson took for 31 yards. Michael Johnson had a 30, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the longest rush of the entire game. Corners are in. On the right side of the offense. Left side they're back. Safeties are back. And they're going to run it with Michael Johnson. Only up to the 47-yard line.
And those 2 early timeouts that Olivet took could play big here in the last 6.5 minutes of this football game.
Josh McCaskill slow to get up. I think somebody was laying on his arm or wrist, causing him some pain there. McCaskill pulling, trying to seal in.
Oh, he just got pulled down by a defender. His arm.
They're laying on his arm. Gain of 2 on the play. It's 2nd down. Again to Johnson.
Stay in bounds. That a boy.
No gain on the play, but time will tick. 3rd down. 6:05 remain in the game. Michael Johnson, your one job right now, sir. Milk that clock. Yeah, why did they kick an extra point? Kind of took some drama out of this game with that. How many yards do you think Olivet Nazarene has total?
512.
483.
That a boy.
1st down for Mike Johnson. That's a hard-nosed run right there. Josh McCaskill.
So do the math here. In between plays is what? 40 seconds, right? So if you ran 4 plays, 160 seconds. That's almost 3 minutes off this clock when you punt it if you don't get the 1st down.
Johnson, the tailback again. Aaron Ellis, a great job running this offense today. The give to Mike. Ducks down to the 49-yard line, a gain of 2, and we'll have that last timeout called by Olivet Nazarene with 4:52 remaining in the game.
The first team I ever saw do this, and we'll watch this run, and watch, he just secures it. Look at it. So you make contact 2 hands. Were the great Providence Celtics teams when they were in all the state championships, Matt Sefner.
Yep.
Okay. What they would do in a game situation like this, he'd have a coach with a stopwatch stand next to him. Okay. The referee blew the ball in. Boom. So he'd have the stopwatch. He'd watch, and when that clock stopwatch was like 8 seconds left, he'd point to the quarterback. So they would milk every stinking last second off the play clock. That's the first team I ever saw do that.
Yep. Providence right now going to the playoffs, which start this coming weekend for high school football here in Illinois. Providence 5-4, but they're probably one of the best 5-4 teams there are because their first 2 losses were against 2 state champions, one from Illinois, one from Missouri. And then you have to go through the Catholic Blue, which isn't easy. Losses to Loyola, lost to Mount Carmel yesterday, which is salt in the wound, but hey. You're going to get into the playoffs, and if you get a good draw, you never know what can happen. The pairing show.
A 4:57 on the play clock.
You're going to add one more. Getting that clock right. Always a art form.
That's been an issue here today, hasn't it?
Yeah, today. Yeah.
Little squirrels chewing through the cable lines.
2nd down and 8, right around midfield. Oh, he thought he was coming to his left here, but Michael Johnson went right. He zigged when he should have zagged, and Aaron Ellis was left holding the football and taking his sack. What happened there, boys?
Well, see, Johnson hasn't got a lot of playing time here, so now he's looking at just a little belly action. This is the sick thing for the quarterback. Watch this.
Nobody's
he's
there.
Like, watch there. No. Okay. He's like, no. All right.
I have never seen that. Oh, that is hilarious. All right, Mike, you're out.
All right, give me Smith in there because I know where he's at all the time, all right?
Oh, I would love to see that again. Hold on, stop 1 second. That is a fantastic facial hair display by that young man for Olivet Nazarene. Clock will tick under 4 minutes with that run back to the original line. I mean, you don't grow a mustache and chops like that for you not to be shown on television.
I'm just saying.
Hold on a second. He's looking good. Shout out to Micah Melton.
He could play in 1920s baseball or 1800s baseball, right?
Exactly.
That setup.
Micah Melton. That's a strong facial hair game, sir.
If I'm St. Francis, I take the penalty, move it back 5 yards.
Sure.
Nelson's got the leg. You don't have to burn a timeout. Take the penalty. There you go.
Oh.
Yep, take the delay game.
So 3:25. I think they did their drive this drive. They did their job this drive, milking the clock down to about 3.5.
You got one first down.
And they need to score 2 touchdowns anyway instead of a touchdown and a field goal. That lady is correct. It is not over. You never know. I mean, just ask Olivet Nazarene. You're on the doorstep of scoring a touchdown in the first quarter. A bad snap later, 92 yards, and off they go to a touchdown.
Judging back. Okay.
A blocked kick. You never know. Got to play. We're going to get it right here one of these days. See if they bring them all here. Good snap back to Luke. And, oh, they almost blocked it. How did they not? And a great job by the return guy to come up and catch it. And he actually returned it a few yards to the 41.
Judging by the referee, I don't know if that ball, he made the tip sign, so I don't know if that ball got deflected.
Oof. That could not have been close. How is it not blocked?
Let's see how close. Let's see. They come from the top of the screen.
Oh
yeah, he got a piece of that.
Still a pretty good kick by Luke there. So 42-yard line, the starting point for Olivet Nazarene. 3:20 remains. Nice return by Kyle Love. Here's Jordan Lawton, the quarterback. Just a sophomore. He'll be around the Tigers organization for a while. I think they like him. I would. Jordan looking downfield, but he checks it down. He has Willing up the field looking for the sideline. He will get there at the 40-yard line. Picks up 19 yards and a first down for the Tigers. Clock stops at 3:12.
This game is not over, boys and girls. It's not.
Oh, and coming off the field, Tariq Thurman, one of the defensive linemen, holding an area. Lawton looking, nothing there. Using his legs, he's got a lot of room to run. He's going to pick up the first down plus about 3 more before he trots out of bounds. Clock's under 3 minutes, 2:52. The first down, though, inside the 30-yard line. See it again.
Nice heads. He keeps his eyes down the field because he wants to make a play down the field. Looking, now he's going to scramble to the right, avoid that rusher, and now he's like, okay, I got a lot of green right here.
Lawton checks it down again, has Rashad Gaiman, nobody in front of him. He's going to make a beeline for the sideline to go out of bounds at the 15-yard line. That's a first down, a pickup of 11. Thought he was going to try to score a touchdown there.
We just give up too much yardage here playing this defense we played for last quarter in terms of they're just getting chunks. They're just gashing us.
First down and 10. Lawton again stepping up in the pocket. Still nothing there. Zlomi in pursuit. Not going to catch him. Out of bounds, he runs it at the 11-yard line. I misspoke before. That's a 5-yard pickup. 2:13 and counting.
I do not understand why the clock is running.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, I suppose it was supposed to. Lawton still looking. He's going to tuck it. Shovel pass up, and it is intercepted. There's a flag on the field. The return is on. Arthur King is going to take it all the way into the end zone. It's going to be about a 90-yard interception return, but there is a flag.
There's no pass interference because that ball was...
He might have been over the line when he passed it.
Hit the receiver. Well, that, judging from where that flag's at, that's not his call.
I thought he was over the line, but we'll get the official call here. Is Arthur King's touchdown going to stand?
Line of scrimmage was the 11.5.
Yep, he was. Illegal forward pass. They will decline it, Arthur King. That is the third takeaway of the game. And for 4 games in a row.
I tell you what, this might be the absolute weirdest football game I've seen here since I've been doing football.
The second defensive touchdown of the game. And that's going to ice it for the Saints here, man.
So he's at the 15. Yeah, he's at the 10. The ball is deflected. So that's going to go 97-yard interception return. So he had a 92-yard fumble return for touchdown, a 97-yard interception return.
Weird game, man. Extra point is good from Grayson.
I just want to interview Coach Curry.
Yep.
I just want to ask him questions. I could talk to him over a couple of soda pops for like the rest of the night about this football game. Seriously.
Yep. And we'll talk to Coach Curry after this game. 43-24. This is the third game of the season. The Saints have scored over 40 points. They put up 42 on Ambrose, 48 on Lindenwood Belleville last week, and now 43 against St. Ambrose, a team that only lost by a touchdown to Robert Morris and beat Siena Heights, a team the Saints should not have lost to but did. Never know, man. Never know. St. Xavier next week, Robert Morris the next week. And then hopefully you're playing that last game for a conference championship. Hopefully you win it against Robert Morris.
This is setting up really weird.
If they can, I see. Okay, so they've put up 43 points, but would you want this offense that they played today against St. Xavier?
No.
But they put up 43 points.
It's not all offensive stuff.
That's true. 2 touchdowns defensively, yeah. Eight first downs for the Saints. 81
I guarantee you, as God's my witness on my mother's grave, that when Coach Feminist from St. X looks at this film, he's going to say, how in the heck did they win?
Yeah. Defensive scores. Here's Gaiman. Chased down at the 35-yard line with 97 seconds remaining, or make that 87 seconds remaining.
You cannot say if you're a fan of St. Francis football, you did not get your money's worth today.
Something for everybody today. You like long passes, you like broken records, you like defensive touchdowns. You had it all. Takeaways, trick plays today from Olivet Nazarene.
Fake punts.
Yep.
Swing gate 2-point conversion.
Fake confusion touchdown or first down.
Confusion first down play.
What is just happening?
92-yard fumble return for a touchdown. 97-yard interception return for a touchdown.
77-yard passes for touchdowns, big plays. Oh yeah, it had it all, man. Third string quarterback in for Olivet Nazarene. He throws a nice ball. It's complete inside the 5-yard line. John Gladstone, the freshman quarterback out of Chicago.
This game, there's a mid-24. This game could come down to 43-40.
Not out of the realm of possibility. Olivet put up 530 yards today and counting. Gladstone throwing incomplete. 107 remains. Three takeaways again. That's 12 takeaways in the last 4 games. Most via the fumble. Gladstone on the run, fires into the back of the end zone. He throws a strike and a touchdown to Ryan Stoves. His second of the year. Catch for Stoves, that is.
Again, they run the same route. One guy flat, one guy in the corner, one guy coming across, hits the middle guy.
It's the first appearance of the season for their third-string quarterback, Gladstone. Nice catch by that young man in the back of the end zone for the score, Ryan Stoves. Out of Birmingham, Alabama. Kick up and good. 43-31, a 12-point game again.
So again, you go for the 2, make 11-point.
Yeah, why are they still kicking
If you score another touchdown, get 2-point conversion, recover another onside kick, field goal ties it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Very confusing. He knows more than I do about football, though. What do I know?
I'm just saying. Olivet is out of timeouts as well.
3 plays, 36 yards, and 24 seconds. That very quick Olivet drive. Secure this ball, run it a few times, maybe pick up a first down.
All you got to do is run it 2 times, game's over.
And try for the onside kick here. A little bit of an issue the last couple times. Here's the third onside kick try by the Tigers. A little more traditional, but the kicker whiffed on it. It's not even going to go.
Yeah, 10 yards.
10 yards, yep. The trash talking before the game has not stopped. 63 seconds remain in this game. St. Francis can just take a few knees here. Olivet has no timeouts left. Aaron Ellis, a fantastic job today. I don't believe he turned the ball over at all. I don't think the Saints have.
You know what it feels like? It feels like you won a baseball game 8-7, and you only got 2 hits, and they were both grand slams, right?
Yeah, right.
The other team had like 20 hits.
Victory formation for the boys in brown here. 43-31 is going to be the final score. We will talk to Coach Curry after the game. So St. Francis's gaudy offensive numbers here, Coach. 8 first downs, 255 total yards, 174 through the air, 81 on the ground, 0 turnovers. For Olivet Nazarene, 26 first downs, 530 total yards, 308 through the air, 222 on the ground, and 3 turnovers, 2 of which went for touchdowns. A lot to, you're going to have some film to watch, for especially defensively for St. Francis, giving up 530 yards. But yeah, what do I mean? You explain it. I don't know.
I can't explain.
Very weird game. Very weird game.
There are games that you play that you think there's no way in heck I should have won that game. There's games that you play that you think there's no way I should have lost that game. But how you won this game, just the stick-to-itiveness of St. Francis, and what they're 2-0 in conference, and they got their future in their hands. They got their destiny in their hands. They control their own destiny.
And you know what? These touchdowns at the end might matter in a way that we mentioned before. You have to be in the to be considered for the playoffs. So that means not only beating good teams to bump up in the rankings, but when you play teams that aren't ranked, beating them soundly. And when they look back, they're only going to see 43-31.
You get style points.
You need style points.
Style points.
Yep. And I don't know if you're going to get as many style points in this game that you otherwise would have deserved if it wasn't for the late touchdown. But Coach Curry will make his way over. We'll get his thoughts on exactly what we just saw here today and see if he can explain it. He's going to address his team first, though, which is always an interesting an interesting occurrence. They have the chant at the end that they always do, and he's told me the lyrics to this thing that they do. There's no way I could remember it. But it's something like a rallying cry that they have. All the players seem to get behind it. We will talk with one of the players down there, Jalen Moore. Jalen, what's going on, man? Can you hear me okay?
Kind of.
Kind of. Oh, well, hey, you know what? Breakout game for you. 2 touchdowns, a huge 77-yard touchdown. What was it like for you guys out there?
It was just great. This was a great team win. We're just trying to win a conference championship and win out, so yeah.
You control your own destiny. All I want to know is, how does this game feel to you? Because up here in the booth, it seems like you guys never had control of this game, and it's one of those games like, how did I win this game?
It just goes with our team motto, pound the rock, go 1-0 on every play. It doesn't matter what happened last time, just win your next play, and that's what we did.
Well, you went 1-0. Jalen, congratulations. Big game for you and a big win for the team.
Thank you.
Congrats. Go join your team, man. All right, big win for Jalen Moore. And we'll get Coach Curry as soon as he's done addressing the team as a whole. There you see Eric Heyman, his second-year head coach for Olivet Nazarene, addressing his squad as well as both teams take their respective knees. What do you think about some of his thoughts? I mean, they really, just like their motto is pound the rock, they pound that motto into their heads. Go 1-0 each play, right?
I tell you what, as a coach, you never are going to ever apologize for a win.
No.
You know, you take them any way again because they are so tough to come by. But the thing is, you're going to say, you know, look at the film. I don't know if I even look at the film. You know what I'm saying? Seriously.
And Coach Curry throwing on the headset down there. Coach, we'll talk a little loud. I know it's kind of windy down there.
I can hear you.
One team had 566 yards. The other had 252. But the one that had 252 just won the game. What did we just see down there?
What do we, you know, a team that just kept executing. You know, I mean, you know, we believe that there's 2 things that directly affect football games, and it's touchdowns and turnovers. And today we were managed to get turnovers and turn them into defensive scores. These guys are idiots, by the way. I'm just letting you guys know. All right. You know, on offense, we didn't turn the ball over. That's the story of every game. It's turning the ball over. And when you don't do that, you got a good chance to win football games.
Well, for the 4th game in a row, you've turned the other team over for 3 different times. 2 of them went for touchdowns. Huge defensive effort for your guys in putting turnovers into points.
What's that? Go ahead.
Say a great job by your defense, not only getting those turnovers, but turning those into points.
Yeah, I mean, it's what we preach. I mean, we have what we call a turnover circuit. We do it every week, and it works on getting the ball out, and then we do a segment where we get the ball out, and then we put it in the end zone. So very rarely does that thing work and come to fruition. We've been fortunate here today. It worked out for us.
You can enjoy this victory. How the hell you won it, I don't know still. But you can enjoy this one tonight. But now you have your own destiny in your hands, don't you, Coach? I mean, I know you went 1-0 this week, and that's your mantra, kind of 1-0, 1-0. But now you've got a real big game coming up next week.
They're all big ones. You know, I mean, it's this one today. You know, they're a good team, like you said. They outperformed us in a lot of areas except for the turnover battle, and that's what gives us wins. And it's going to be the same way. If we get turnovers next week, we're going to be in the ball game, and we have to put the ball in the end zone as well. And today we did that just enough. You
know, we talked about some of the skill players, and anytime we ask you about it, like we told you, we know we got skill on the outside. Yeah. But another guy that may has a breakout game, Jalen Moore. We haven't talked about him very much, but he has a huge game today. You guys got any more guys you plan on putting in there that's going to score 2 touchdowns in a game?
Well, recruiting's coming up. If anybody's out there listening, all right. Yeah, Jalen, we call him Mini Lexus because literally that's, you know, if you guys remember back when we had Lexus here as a freshman.
Great game.
We had Lexus Jackson here as a freshman. Jalen kind of looks that way right now. He's just got to continue to grow and continue to get better. And today he made a big play for us and couldn't be happier for the kid.
You know, it's too bad that you don't have any fun or any personalities on that team. It's got to be hard to be a coach.
It is. It's a tough life I lead, guys.
Congratulations. Looking forward to talking with you next week against St. Xavier.
All right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Take care. Head coach Joe Curry after the 43-31 conference victory.
Okay, just listen to this. Okay.
I'm listening.
One team's got 560 yards of total offense. The other team's got 250. One team held the ball twice as long as you did. 40 minutes to 20 minutes.
That's a crazy stat. That's crazy.
And you won by 12 points.
That's crazy. Yeah, the 40-20 stat is I think the most crazy. It was just a very odd football game, but you know what? I will take an odd win over a standard loss.
Any day of the week.
Any day of the week, you betcha. So now you start getting excited about the rest of this year. If they can turn whatever that was into a win and not play their best football, just wait until they really start to get in a groove. If they can find that next week, and they're going to have to find it, because St. Xavier's not going to give you what Olivet did today in terms of those turnovers.
I tell you what, if you think that we had problems with the stadium clock today, there could be 100 points scored next week.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, warm up those fingers. And by the way, congratulations to number 10, Lexus Jackson, that we're looking at right there. With a 37-yard touchdown reception in the first quarter, became the all-time St. Francis career leader in receiving yards in a career. So congratulations to the dime right there, Lexus Jackson. Heck of a game, heck of a career that he's had at St. Francis. It's going to be a sad day when him and the rest of the seniors are done. But we got a lot more football to play before that. That man, Aaron Ellis, the quarterback, his third stringer at the beginning of the year, now leading a pretty potent offense and doing it with a lot of calm and a lot of poise. So he's going to be fun to watch as we go on this season as well. Next game is next week, same time, same place, 1 o'clock right here. St. Xavier, biggest game of the year. I know they're all big, but we looked at this one coming up saying if you're going to go in the playoffs, you got to beat St. Xavier on October 28th. That's coming up next week. Look forward to bringing you that one. 43-31 conference victory for the Saints today. It wasn't pretty, but they got the job done. Thank you very much. It was pretty, and they got the job done. Our TV crew here, Brennan and Jessica, and their skeleton crew here. Appreciate all the work that everyone did. We really appreciate that. Again, your final, 43-31. My name's Nick. That's Coach Lee Turnbow. And thanks for tuning in to a Saints winner here on the USF Sports TV Network. Have a great rest of your weekend.